Go fuck
just
yourself,
like every
Clark.
one of you.
I love all you guys. That's not going to happen.
Nope,
Sandy,
don't like
I'll see you
it.
at the bar on Monday.
We are alive.
Hey
Are we
guys,
alive?
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Rankum, or as some people like to call it, the Friendship Destroying Show. But I've got a big panel with me. I've got a whole bunch of Take 3 members for the first time, so I'll introduce them. We've got one of our newest hires, Cody Newbury. Cody, how's it going, and what's your favourite TV show?
Oh, well, I'm really glad you had me on the show because I'm normally really chill on the show. I normally don't get that riled up. Just kidding. Yes, I do. And tonight's going to be no different because Chris Clark is here and he brings out the worst in me. And also Brooklyn Vale's here and he brings the worst out of me. So it's going to be a fun night. But favorite TV show, that's really hard to choose. So I'll go with the one I'm kind of obsessed with right now, and that's Game of Thrones because obviously. But, yeah.
Malcolm?
Yeah, and also
Clark?
here we've got Sandy Robinson. Sandy, how's it going?
Malcolm, it's going great. Thanks so much for having me on this one. I'm really, really happy. I missed last one, and it just absolutely killed me, but nothing was going to keep me away from this one, so I'm really happy to be here. Oh, what's my favorite TV show of all time?
Yeah.
Frick.
Good show.
My favorite TV show of all time is Beverly Hills 90210.
Wow.
Also here with me, we haven't seen him since the X-Men episode, Matt Kearns. Matt, how's it going?
Hi. I've been here since the X-Men episode, and apparently rules were different on there, so it's going to be really, really interesting to see how I fuck this list up, and I'd probably go, shit, I bet favorite TV show of all time is, for me, easily The Office, the US version.
Fair.
And also here with us is Brooklyn Vale. Brooklyn, how's it going?
Dear Diary, today I may have to raise my voice while my wife is asleep, but we're gonna hope for the best here. I actually did this theme back in March. Sandy was on the panel, so I'm changing up a couple of my picks. My favorite show is actually the first show that I'm nominating, so I'll say my second favorite show that I won't be nominating, but Breaking Bad. Love that. It's one of the greatest dramas, and it got my mother watching the show, and she hates TV.
And also, he's the man behind the scenes, is Chris Clark. Chris, how's it going? What's your
We're all going to wish he stayed behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna cause a lot of people a lot of pain, but I'm excited for this. I don't get a chance to be on the show that much due to availability, but I'm excited because this is gonna be fun. I can't wait for everybody to be miserable. My favorite TV show of all time is actually Daredevil from Netflix. I think it's just fascinating television. We get season 3 later this year, so. And the date hasn't been announced yet, so I really am so excited for it. So, Daredevil. Its theme song is not really that memorable, so I didn't nominate it, obviously, but it's fantastic.
I'm surprised you didn't go with, like, King Kong the animated series from, like, 1978. Or Little Shop.
2 seasons makes it your best ever. I'm out.
Well, I mean,
anyway,
if you go by that, Batman the Animated Series is up there as well.
Yeah. I mean, and for me, my favourite TV series is How I Met Your Mother.
What?
I just always like it.
Okay. No.
You and Sue are best friends now.
1 through 8.
For right now, Brooklyn. For right now.
But yeah, I'm going to send it over to. But anyway, how the show works, I might explain that first.
Tell me.
Basically, we all go round table style and nominate a show. Then everyone else, and because there's 6 people on this panel, the person who nominates it, their vote won't count. But so it's up to the other 5 to whether it gets on or not. But the person that nominates it still gets the save power, and if 2 people say yes to it, but 3 people say no, then he can choose to save it. And then that's
Chris Clark.
flips it around. The record for saves at the moment sits at 3. We might break it tonight. We'll find out. But I'm going to throw it over to Chris Clark to make the first nomination.
Oh God!
I'm gonna make the first nomination, and it's gonna be impossible for any of these suckers to say no to it. And it's Cheers, 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 Cheers. That theme song is the most memorable theme song ever. It's a given. But I love Cheers. It has a very Piano Man-esque type of feel. It's what Piano Man should have been. And
So then you should be voting no to it.
No, but it actually, for what a theme song needs to do, it has to set up the show correctly and give the show its atmosphere. And Cheers does that to the nth degree, giving it a very tavern-esque atmosphere and a very eclectic kind of feel. And I feel like Cheers' theme song does that to the nth degree, and I think it deserves to be on. So Cheers is on the table.
I'm going to send to Sandy. Sandy, are you going to give Cheers a yes?
All right, hold on. All right, cheers. Little pub, little picture, little bunch of drunk people around a really stupid bartender.
Damn.
Cheers is, of course, on this list. It had to be. I mean, I can sing the song right now, and I won't because I'll embarrass myself with such, such musicianal masterpieces on the panel with me. But Cheers is definitely on there for me. I mean, it just pulls you in right from the right beginning. It makes you feel warm, like Chris said. It just makes you feel welcome. And if you can do that, then you're going to watch the show. So that for me, it's a yes.
Cody, what do you say about Cheers?
Oh, I thought just flipping had an aneurysm here because I thought Sandy was going another direction. I literally wrote it down on my list and said just wait for Chris because I figured Chris would dominate it because it's my obvious choice too because the song is fantastic. I'm glad that he did not turn me into Cliff and just start drinking already. So I appreciate that. Everybody Knows Your Name is probably the most iconic, one of the most iconic TV theme songs, and it definitely deserves to be on this list because the show is just as good as the theme song.
I'm going to send it to Matt. Matt, what do you say about the Cheers theme song?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I want to stay friends with everybody, but okay. There are these themes where the word overplayed, overrated come in. Cheers is not one of them because it's amazing for God's sake. Okay? Seriously, Cheers.
This fake out stuff has to stop. This is an early night. I will have a heart attack.
Gonna make it through the first.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, it's one of those that is endlessly I could just throw it on when I'm writing or something, and it's I love this song, so I love it almost as much as I love the show.
It makes it.
And that does it. Cheers makes the list. Brooklyn, what would you have said?
I would have said yes. It's one of the greatest theme songs in the key of B flat. But yeah, it's one of the greatest.
Oh, cool! You know music shit.
That's gonna be a question.
Snap on Brooklyn.
And yeah, for me, it would have been yes because sometimes you just want to go where everyone knows your name. So I mean, yeah.
I got an updated version of the Take 3 Cheers intro. I just realized
somebody had to say the obvious one. So now that that's off the table, everything is off.
That does make my job easier.
I'm gonna send it to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, what TV film are you going to bring up?
All right, so this should be no surprise. I've been fighting for this poll for quite a while, but I'm gonna go for the theme song. The Simpsons is the greatest theme song of all time. Written by Danny Elfman, took him 2 days to write, and it's one of the most iconic theme songs. It is in the key of C. It uses that great Devil's tritone, which is C to F sharp, which is that great bass line that makes it memorable. It's very orchestral, and the way it's arranged, there's so many moving pieces, and each piece is so essential. It's like a gear. Each one is a gear in a machine, and it's the combination of all those gears that make it so great.
I'm going to send it to one of the people who's making a really great reaction to that suggestion. Sandy. Sandy, what do you say about the Simpsons theme?
Yes.
You know what
This is
annoys
tough.
me about what
Jim and
annoys me
Sandy.
the most about
Got
this
it.
is that like I have like some of these like slam dunk ones on my list that I was hoping that people would wait until later, you know, that I could knock down, but because they've come out so quickly on this one, I the Simpsons. Every time you hear it, you know exactly what it is. That is the hallmark of a good television theme show song. So I am gonna give the Simpsons a vote that says it's been on the it's been on the air for 250,000 years.
No one cares.
Yes, it does. If people didn't like the song, it wouldn't be on for so long. I'm voting yes. Cody, stuff it.
It's tough.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to Cody next. Cody, what do you say about The Simpsons?
Absolutely not. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those shows that stayed on the air way past its time. If it would have done since, no, listen. Because if people use the excuse that it did so much for TV, it's just, I feel like the song is annoying. I don't like the song. I don't think the show might even be better than the song. Like, there's an episode of it I watched where the car went driving through the living room, and I wish they would have drove through the living room and took them off the screen and never came back, because I'm sorry, these characters are so overdone. They're not that great of that's not even that great of a TV show, and the theme song is black. So, no.
I guess a no, it's not, you know.
I don't need to hear your face right now. You stuff it.
I'm going to send it to Matt next. Matt, what do you say about The Simpsons?
Ooh, boy. This is really tough. Because I really do love the Simpsons theme.
But it's
Okay. You know what? You know what? Fuck it. I got nominated. It is good. It's great. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. This is gonna bite me in the ass later. I already know.
it will, because
means something of mine isn't gonna.
There's 12 spots, and we.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it to Chris next. Chris, what do you say about The Simpsons theme?
He's been rolling his eyes.
Look, I prefer The Simpsons to Family Guy, but I prefer the Family Guy theme. The thing is, though, with The Simpsons, this theme, it's okay. It really does the job, and it does the job okay, but that's essentially it, because a lot with this intro and everything, for me, with The Simpsons intro and The Simpsons theme, it goes on for way too long. I find myself skipping it more than I do the Cheers theme, and I never skip the Cheers theme, for example. So if it's a theme that, if you hear once or twice, it's fine, but if you keep listening to it and listening to it, it doesn't really grow with me as well as a lot of TV themes should. A good TV theme, to me, should actually stick with you and make you want to sit through it to watch the show instead of wanting you to skip through it. So, for me, regrettably, I would give The Simpsons a pass. Even though I love the show.
It comes down to Malcolm.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He's going to use his save for it, so we can just pass along with that.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna give it a no for the reason that I knew that was going to happen, but I mean, the reason I'm going to say no to it is more the fact that as much as I love the theme, the main reason that keeps me sticking through the opening credits is not the theme. It's more, what are they going to do for the couch gag? What are they going to do for the signs in the background? That's all I watched it, but doesn't matter. Brooklyn has saved The Simpsons.
Wait, okay, explain to me what saved means.
It means that if an option that you say gets 3 no's, you can use your save to put it on the list anyway.
Brooklyn only gets 1.
I understand it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun fact: this made number 2 on the one that I did. You theme song hipsters.
It's all theme song hipsters. It's not even. That's not even memorable.
Oh God.
Not even memorable.
Wow. On Netflix, you hit the skip intro button. You 100%.
Go to someone else.
But will that save bite Brooklyn in the bum? We'll find out later.
It's a perfect 12.
I'm going to send it to Cody next. Cody, what are you going to nominate first?
Well, I don't know, because apparently we're being crazy in this episode.
I'll wait until you see what I'm on. Cody, you probably won't.
I have two. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'm going to nominate the Jeffersons. This song has always stuck with me. I think it's probably the most recognizable theme song, pretty much, if you ever saw the show. And it is a fantastic show, especially that time of when it came out was crucial. And the characters involved in that, it's a perfect example of what they wanted from that show, and it explains the story perfectly. And fish don't fry in the kitchen, so I'm nominating Jeffersons.
I'm going to go over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, what do you say about the Jeffersons theme song?
Yes, Cody, you picked. I wanted to say no, regardless, but you picked a good one, and yeah,
that's what you're supposed to do when you nominate.
Whoa!
Wow, the vote isn't even in, and he takes a shot.
This Billy Joel Part 2. This international shit on Brooklyn's Taste Day. I see how it is.
Just go eat your sandwich.
I'm going to send it to Matt. Matt, what do you say about the Jeffersons theme?
I think this just comes down to how often you watch a show. I don't watch Jeffersons that often. I can't sing the theme, so that's a no.
Chris Clark, what do you say about the Jeffersons?
One of my favorite styles of music is Motown. And that woman who sings on that track is so, so good. And she has such a sweet, sweet, soul-y voice. And to that alone, I think it's very unique, and I like it. And I would put it... It's not on my list, per se. I didn't actually think of the Jeffersons, but I have no qualms with this being on the list, so I will give it a yes.
And Sandy, what do you say about the Jeffersons?
Okay, so the Jeffersons was on my list of honorable mentions because I think the actual theme song from the show that the Jeffersons came from, which is All in the Family, has a better theme song than the Jeffersons. But Cody's right about one thing, and if I'm not going to be a hypocrite, I'm going to say yes to this one because you remember the theme song. I could sing the entire thing as you guys were talking in my head. So yes, the Jeffersons makes it.
Yeah, and my vote wouldn't have mattered, but I would have said yes regardless because I did mention it in the description, and I do think it's a great theme, and it's moving on up onto our list. So
that's a good transition, right?
See what you did there.
And my vote didn't count, so I'll go next. And for my first pick, I'm not going to go for my first highest. I'm going to go for one that means a lot to me. It's a show that I watch all the time. But I'm not going to say what theme it is. I'm just going to just let me tell you the story about how my life got turned upside down. And of course, I'm talking about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This theme is just one of the iconic. It's an iconic theme song. It's one that you instantly recognize. It's for me. It's like arguably, it's probably one of the greatest '90s live action TV shows out there. So I mean, it's a great theme, and like I sing it. I actually do sing it at karaoke all the time. So it's there.
You can go with me first. I'm sorry. That's easily a yes. This is
I'm going to go to Matt first.
This is one of the TV show themes that I know all of the words to. I could sing this entire song for you right now. And the other thing is, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme does a really good job of, especially when you watch the pilot, it gives you all the background of the show. You could watch any random episode of the show, and you're like, oh, I understand what the plot of the show is just from the really catchy theme song. Will Smith was really good at just rapping plots of things. He did the same thing with Men in Black, if you remember. So yeah, this is definitely a yes.
I'm going to go to Chris. Chris, what do you say about the Fresh Prince?
It sets up the show really well. It's just a style of music that I don't particularly enjoy. I don't really enjoy this track. I don't enjoy the song. I understand that people love it and it's catchy and that it sets up the show. I just don't like the song. I just don't like the style of song. It's not my cup of tea. I'm going to give it a no, but I say that in jest because I know that this is probably going to get in, but for me it is a no. It came into my head, like, should I put this on the list for posterity? I'm like, I just don't like the song. I mean, sorry, but I don't like it.
Oh my god, a guy from Philly doesn't like Bel Air. My god.
And the show itself is really cringe. I don't like the show itself.
What?
So.
Okay.
I'm going to go
Gloves
to
are off.
Cody. I'm going to go Cody next. Cody, what do you say about the Fresh Prince?
Okay, so the show is good. The song is very memorable. Memorable does not always make a song good. And in my eyes, I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's maybe because overplayed, and that does play a factor. It has to sometimes play a factor. It was in syndication growing up, and it always played, and that's fine. It's just not that great. Plus, I remember the sad thing is I actually remember songs from the show more than I remember the actual theme song. So that's rough. So I have to give it a no vote.
Going to go to Sandy next. Sandy, what do you say about the Fresh Prince?
I had an ex-girlfriend who really, really loved this song, so I hate this song with an absolute passion. Now, I love the Fresh Prince. Will Smith. I have all of his albums. You get me Nightmare on My Street rapping at any time, and I'll be doing a jig to that, getting jiggy with it. But as much as I say that this should go on there, you'd be right, because I think that should be on the list.
And so that leaves Brooklyn to be the deciding vote. Brooklyn, what do you say about Fresh Prince?
I forgot to mention this in the last section. Jeffersons is a great theme song in the key of G. This is also a better one in the key of E flat minor. Fresh Prince of Bel Air needs to get on this list. This is a theme song that I quote almost every day. I always, if someone asks me how I'm doing, I say I'm chillaxing, relaxing, and acting all cool. So, yes.
People outside of school and a couple of guys that are up to no good.
Yes.
In the neighborhood.
So, yeah, this makes
But I am with Cody. I do remember another song from the Fresh Prince more than I do remember the song. At least you got the dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
it's that and Tom Jones.
it's unusual.
It's not unusual.
And you're thinking of Jump On. You're thinking of Jump On Up by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Jump on, yeah.
There you go.
In the key of A, and then Unusual is in the key of C.
Music.
I'm going to go to Matt next. Matt, what TV film are you going to bring up first?
All right.
I picked the wrong episode to be on.
This is one close and near to my heart. Similar to Fresh Prince and how it tells you the story, and it also gets you hyped up for the show. I'm going with the A-Team. I'm sorry. This theme gets you hyped to watch any episode of the show from the beginning there, where it's like a crack commando unit. You know who they are, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team. I mean, this theme is awesome. To let you guys know, the opening of mine and Sandy's podcast, we recreate the intro to the A-Team because this theme is that awesome.
Going to go to someone who has got an interesting reaction to that. Cody, what do you say about the A-Team?
Cody,
The A-Team sucks as a show. It is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is one where the theme song is miles better than the A-Team.
Yeah, you know what?
That
You
show
hate-
never existed.
You-
That van is terrible. Mr. T is a terrible actor. Penny the Pooh, I don't care.
How
Terrible.
dare
I'm
you?
sorry. I would even take the movie with Rampage Jackson
How
over this pile of
dare
crap.
Oh.
No rewatchability. I'm not going to hire
What?
these guys to do anything because they're terrible. A-Team is a terrible show, and I hate the show so much. That's why you're definitely getting a no vote for me. No.
This is great. This is fantastic.
Welcome to
I'm
Take
gonna go
3.
to I'm going to go to
Oh,
Matt's
yeah, for, like,
co-host
goodbye.
Sandy. Sandy, what do you say about the A-Team theme?
I'm not saying anything about the A-Team. I'm going to say something to Cody Newberry over here. I bet you instead of a cigar, if Matt went in there and put Hannibal Smith with a Boston Red Sox baseball bat, you'd sure love that freaking
It'd be
show.
a disgrace.
It would
It'd
be
a disgrace,
an
and
absolute
I'd ask them to
masterpiece.
remove it.
Yeah, you're right. Be a
It's an
disgrace
absolute
to
masterpiece.
A-Team because it's something good holding something bad.
That's right. It's an absolute masterpiece. My vote is yes. Hands down, one of the best theme songs, and it gets right into the show.
Masterpiece.
Tells you exactly,
Yes.
exactly what's coming,
Masterpiece.
and that's it. It's an absolute masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Yeah.
Master pile of dog shit.
Oh,
I'm going to go to Brooklyn next. Brooklyn, what do you say about the A-Team theme?
This is actually one of the 10 that was on my priority list of ones to nominate. A-Team, a great theme song from the key of F, and it gets the point across. If they're badass motherfuckers, they're here to kick ass, and that's all they want to do. So A-Team is a yes for me.
And
you
not
not
act.
hear their names. Wow, people.
I'm going to go to Chris next. Chris, what do you say about the A-Team theme?
It's hype. It's epic. The show is meh, but the theme is okay. But the thing is, the theme is okay. I would give it a slow, very low yes, just because I like it. But there's another kind of similar kind of song that I'm going to bring up that I think is better. So, but yeah, A-Team I would have given a soft yes.
So with that soft yes, the A-Team theme makes it on. I would have given a yes, despite me not actually having seen the show, because the theme
You're
is
not
exactly.
missing anything.
yeah, it's on my list of shows I need to watch, but
Yes.
But yeah, the theme is memorable. Like you can hear it and instantly know what show it is. So yeah.
Hey, Cody, you know what? I love it when a plan comes together.
Just like I planned for those sequels of A-Team movies, but they couldn't get off the ground because that movie's crap. Just
I
like the
don't care
TV
about the
show.
movie. I care about the show from the 80s. The movie's in
Did
a
the Jeffersons even get a movie? Did the Jeffersons even get a movie?
Didn't need one.
Yeah. Bet you they wanted it, though. Cheddar.
I don't think so. He wouldn't make sense on the show, on the TV, on the big screen.
Yeah, I just put out. Abe says in the chat, at what time do they start to argue? You just missed a bit of an argument.
Actually, when we all got on this
Actually, it's not. Everybody agreed except me, so it's not really that big of a deal.
Actually, it is, Cody. Your time
But-
is Take 3's. But, we'll talk about that.
Who's
later.
next?
It's all right.
But yeah, saving the best for last. Sandy, what are you going to bring up?
I really don't have any idea. I have so many on here that I want, but I'm gonna stay in the 80s vein, and I'm gonna stay with probably close to my favorite theme song of all time from any TV show, and that is Knight Rider. And that's a no from everybody.
Okay,
Come on,
can
Knight
I
Rider.
explain myself?
It had the slow, like the, and then the voice over words saying, like, oh, listen to the gears I'm getting over here. So I'm nominating Knight Rider because it is a memorable song, it is a memorable TV show, and it deserves a nomination spot on this list. So,
Okay, here's my thing. This is the same thing with the Jeffersons. I have to vote no just because I haven't watched the show enough that I don't know the theme offhand. So I don't know if I can say it belongs on our top 12 list. I'm sorry, Sandy. I love you. If I listen to the theme, maybe I'll agree. But yeah, so I have to go with a no.
Man.
Chris, what do you say about the Knight Rider theme?
It's okay. I'm listening to it right now again. Oh, it sucks because I know you love this, Sandy. I know you do.
Don't break my heart. Sorry.
It's not attaching myself to myself, so it's not attaching it to myself. So I would have to give it a regrettable no. But I'm glad that you brought it up.
Can we just go to Cody next so we can end the punishment and just get it over with?
Brooklyn, Knight Rider is on the table. What do you say about Knight Rider theme?
I believe this is an F sharp minor. I'm not 1,000%, but I'm pretty sure it's F sharp minor. I'm gonna say yes as a political vote because my next pick is in left field. So, and I think Knight Rider's a good song. Is it top 12? Debatable, but I think it's at least top 15.
Cody, what do you say about Knight Rider theme?
Is it top 12? He already nominated The Simpsons, which is not top 12. But Knight Rider, I'm not voting for anything with David Hasselhoff. Growing up, that was the creepy man in all the movie shows that I was just creeped out with because he's like that person that grows old at a party and like goes towards the young girls. It creeps me out. I don't like David Hasselhoff. I've never liked David Hasselhoff.
He's not wrong.
His music career is even worse. I think the show was not even that good, so the song cannot be considered.
Wait.
So I'm gonna make Sandy lose his hair twice.
Cody,
I'm just saying it's not good.
Wait.
Just for the record, out of the first 6 people, I'm the first that gets his choice kicked
That was
right
your
off
choice.
the
You
curb
could have
there.
cited.
Like that. That's great, guys. You just wait to see what freaking happens next.
What deceived their pick? Who was that?
Brooklyn.
Anyway, because I haven't actually voted yet, so and I'm actually going to say yes to it because it's a great theme and it's
What are you doing?
Hey, well, I mean, it doesn't make it on because there's already 3 no's, but Sandy can save it if he wants.
Yeah, I choose not to save this. I will bow to my colleagues in this crime, and I will say if you guys all vote that it does not belong on this list, that who am I to say?
Well, you are a bigger man, Sandy, than Brooklyn.
I must
Than Brooklyn.
Sorry about
I
that.
appreciate that. You're a bigger person than Brooklyn.
No,
Anyway.
because people said no to mine because they wanted to piss me off. I don't think they actually like Knight Rider.
It doesn't rank. I'm sorry, it doesn't. I'm not trying to be mean to you.
Oh God, this is beautiful.
Bullshit.
You're supposed to shave your head, so be quiet over there.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Am I up?
Waiting for a time.
Who's up?
Yeah. Anyway, it's back to Chris. Chris, what are you going to bring up next?
The one guy that has a sense on this panel.
Well,
Go ahead.
watch me just say something stupid.
I was about to say.
No, but I think I nominated Cheers. I love Cheers. I watched that with my dad, and I also equally watched this with my dad. It's a spinoff. It's Frasier. I have tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
Whoa!
What?
Hey man, the privacy of your home while watching film. It's great. All right.
Yeah. I tossed salad.
Oh no!
Wait, what did I say? What did I say?
Chris, Chris, that works. Go with it. Let's go.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 3 weeks since my last impure thought. Ow!
Pentos.
And I burned Cody again on the show.
Whoopsies. But yeah, that's on the table. The Frasier theme. You guys know what I'm talking about. So,
Frasier is a totally different show with that lyric.
Cody, what do you say about Frasier?
No, No, I cannot give him the vote when he just couldn't even know the correct lyric to the song. He literally said, "Oh gosh, Celtic grammar tossed salad with scrambled eggs. I'm out. I'm out. I will not put up with this anymore. I will not vote for this. Chris will never live this moment down. It's a no."
Brooklyn, what do you say about Fraser?
I love Fraser, but it's also key to B flat. But it's too short. And I'm going to say no.
Matt, what do you say about the Fraser theme?
Uh-oh.
No.
That's a no. We got Cheers, which is the good. Not okay. I don't want to say the good theme from that like universe, but like we already have Cheers. We don't need Frasier on this list.
Sandy, what do you say about Fraser theme?
Well, I just want to keep talking about the
No.
what I'm gonna put to Cody. So yes, if somebody can make a GIF of that, please, I really, really, really appreciate it. On a plate would be nice. But no, I wasn't a big fan of Frasier. So, and as much as I enjoyed the show when I did watch it, the theme song really never popped out for me. So I'd have to say no.
You guys are bitches.
Whoa.
Right.
I like the theme, but yeah, I mean, it still would have been a no for me. I think it is just out of the top 12 for me. Anyway, it goes back to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, what nomination are you going to bring up next?
All right, time for me to throw on my my political hat here. Mr. Speaker, this panel pledges itself on a diversified list, how it crosses all decades and all genres. Well, one genre that has not been tackled yet is the sports genre. And what is one of the greatest sports ever? Hockey. And what is the greatest sports theme song ever? It is the Hockey Night in Canada theme song. Specifically, the Neil Peart version that was used for TSN whenever TSN bought the rights to the song. Now, much like Chris did for his deep cuts list for the Billy Joel song, he gave us a list of songs to listen to. I gave the link to this song so that people could listen to it, so they couldn't just say, "Oh, I haven't heard the song, so I can't evaluate on it." So while I go to Sandy, while he talks about this and tells us how great the song is, give it a listen and don't just say no because you haven't listened to it.
I'm going to go to Sandy next. Sandy, what do you say about the Hockey Night in Canada theme?
You're not even going to get help from your own Canadian.
Dun 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 dun. Every single kid that grows up in Canada waits for this to be turned on at 6 p.m. in the day, in the evening, for Saturday night, Hockey Night in Canada. And when you hear the song, when you hear Foster Hewitt come over the line going, "Welcome to everybody to Hockey Night in Canada," and then the song starts up, you know exactly what you're in for. You know exactly what you're doing. It's a perfect pump-me-up song. If we are going to put a sports-related theme song on here, then as a pure-blood hockey fan Canadian, I am voting yes on this one, and that is fine.
Matt, what do you say about the Hockey Night in Canada theme?
I did actually listen to this. I am a hockey fan, but this didn't have a place on top 12 themes of all time. I'm sorry. It does, bro. I love you guys, but it doesn't have it. When there's so many other great themes that should be on this list, we can't be taking up a spot with this one.
Chris, Hockey Night in Canada is on the table. What do you say about this?
I mean, it's a jazzy little number, and it makes me feel it has a very kind of action news at 11 kind of vibe to the actual chord progression. The thing is, though, Brooklyn, you have to look at this like this is a sports theme, and while yes, it's technically a TV theme, I think it's not a TV show theme for what I would consider the definition. Because if you're gonna go by this, you can also say like somebody's national anthem. The Whitney Houston national anthem is a great TV theme because it was broadcast on a baseball thing. So I mean, it's it is what it is. I mean, I commend you for literally going out left field, even though this is a hockey theme. I tried to make it a sports reference, so I'm gonna give it a no. I actually forgot that this was a hockey theme for a second. I thought it was a baseball theme, but either way, yeah, I apologize.
Cody, what do you say about Hockey Night in Canada?
I'll just mark it down now.
Yeah.
Do I think it's a good theme? Yes. But one, no offense to Brooklyn, you literally picked a thing that didn't get broadcast here. So I don't have that connection with you guys of the memory. And if we're doing sports themes that count, the Monday Night Football theme, Listen, not the rowdy, all my rowdy friends are coming over. I'm just talking about the instrumental of Monday Night Football is better than this one. So that's my choice. But no, I'm nominated because I don't believe it. So, yeah.
And it's also technically a sports stinger. It's not a theme. It's a stinger for a stream. That's
yeah.
Mm.
And my vote wouldn't have mattered. And I did listen to it too, and I actually, despite me being from New Zealand, I would have given it a yes. It is nice and catchy, but yeah, it sadly doesn't.
I knew it was a long shot. I'm not as mad, but I had to. I was going to use my save for this one, but I figured I would have to use it for The Simpsons.
I am so glad that you burned out your save on Simpsons.
Me too.
Because this isn't a TV theme. This is a TV.
It is.
Stream.
It's absolutely a TV theme.
It's not in the same definition as like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Chris did vote for. Let's just remind everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes more sense.
I will dispute one thing about the Whitney Houston anthem. The anthem was done once. The Hockey Night in Canada theme song has been on the air since like 1930 to now. Every Saturday night.
Every single sports theme has a national anthem. I mean, it's a tricky situation. I mean, yeah, I just don't know if it's the correct definition that we kind of meant by this, but
yeah.
No, I would argue that Monday Night Football would fall in the same lines as Hockey Night in Canada, whereas the national anthem gets played at every sporting event, no matter what. So
even if it was Monday Night Football, I would have said no to that too.
Anyway, Cody, what theme are you going to bring up next?
So this one might not get on because I don't know everybody's viewship on it, but I absolutely love the theme song. And if you haven't seen it, it's probably one of the most underrated comedies of the 80s. And it involves with 4 elderly women.
Muppet Babies.
No, it's
not
the
Babies.
No,
No.
It's the Golden Girls theme
The
song.
Golden Girls.
It's
That's
a
lame,
fantastic theme song. Muppets Babies? You're a
Muppet Babies.
ass.
Muppet Babies is amazing, though. That's a great theme song. Better than the Golden
Keep
Girls.
surprising. But yeah, my choice is the Golden Girls. It's okay. If you haven't seen it, go see some episodes because comedic timing is on point in that show. But
Chris, what do you say about the Golden Girls theme?
Hell yeah, these 4 women are like the most hilarious cougars out there. They're great. They're fantastic. So I love the show. They're very, very, they have a lot of sass to a lot of them, and yeah, the Golden Girls theme is amazing. So I'm gonna give it a yes.
Matt, what do you say about the Golden Girls theme?
Listen, if you guys see my full top 12 list, I have a lot of songs from the 80s. Golden Girls, it's not.
They don't have guns in it and explosions. So
excuse me. I have things that I'm not going to say because I might be bringing them up. But I also have my nice sitcom themes on here too. Yeah, that's not one of them. I think there's a spot that should be open for maybe a theme I'll be bringing up. Maybe not after this one, but the next one that I think should be in there.
Yeah. Sandy, Golden Girls is on the table. What do you say about the Golden Girls?
Cody, thank you for being a friend. I appreciate you. thank you for being a friend. No, this song doesn't make it on there. It doesn't matter if they are good comedians and do have a good show. Because trust me, my mom watched it all the time, and I liked the show. The theme song is just kind of the theme song. It's it's just
like Knight Rider.
Yeah, exactly. And hold on, let me look at my list here. Oh, that's right, Cody nixed out Knight Rider. Yeah, I'll be saying no. Thank you very much.
Just reminded him.
There's more politics in here than the Republican debates.
Brooklyn, what do you say about the Golden Girls theme?
It's fine, but it's more suited towards a sober driving commercial. Thank you for being a friend. The nice piano riff. I'm not even going to say the key in the song because it's not even worth it. It's not my jam. No.
And yeah, so three no's there. So Golden Girls doesn't make it sadly, but I mean, I would have said yes to it.
Save.
And Cody saves it, so it does make the list now. But
You mother.
Number 12.
Sorry.
You
You all want to
just
play?
being a
If
Korean,
he didn't
just
save
piss me off.
Simpsons, I would have passed on it. But he saved Simpsons, so I'm going to go with that. And you
I
just
mean, you
give it,
just
so that's
burned
so
your save
disrespectful.
on Golden Girls, Cody.
Yep.
I'm surprised that
I
you
think
actually.
the show's
Good work.
fantastic.
I-
At least I had the fortitude to say, you know
You
what?
know
No,
what, Chris?
fine.
You know what, Chris? I did burn my save, but that just means I don't have to listen to some crap other choices to make it. At least a show I actually like got on it. So we're good.
Oh,
I can't believe salad and scrambled eggs didn't get on, though. That sucks.
Say that one more time.
Toss salad.
It's tossed salad and scrambled eggs. I swear, what is the actual lyric?
Clark, it's not the lyric. It's
how
what
you
the lyric
spaced
means in
it.
other.
You
And the
literally
way
said
you-
toss salad and scrambled
Clark, okay.
eggs. You
Here's the
really
thing: I would tell you to
promised.
look that
No.
phrase up on Google, but the FBI might start paying more attention to you. So
But that's the
Go to-
lyric in the actual song.
that's fine, man. Let's just move on to something
Yeah.
else and not hear about Clark's tossed salad with Frasier.
I'm sure Betty White will send a treat to Cody, going, "Thank you for being a friend." So I mean,
Travel
this is
down the road and
that.
back again.
I love
It's back to me again. I'm going to bring this one up and see how it goes. It's time to light the lights. It's time. I can't quite remember the other rest, but it's time for the Muppet
It's
Show
time
tonight.
to get started.
But I mean,
It's time.
but yeah, I mean, the Muppet Show is one of those themes which you can hear and just instantly want to sing along to it, and yeah. So I mean, it's just one of those ones that you hear and like. It's always just really there. Like it brings you into the show quite thing, and it introduces all the Muppets. Gonna send it over to Matt. Matt, what would Kermit say to this one?
Kermit might have some things to say, especially with tossed salad and Golden Girls being said on this live stream. He might have a lot to
it's
say.
It's a hockey.
Yeah! Hockey night in Canada, Chris.
Clark.
Holy crap.
Clark, I'm going to tell you this now. Stop looking at tossed salad on your computer. It's not a hockey thing, is all I'll say.
There's no way there's no way that an actual salad came up first in his internet search. There's no way that it came up.
No way that happened. But
No.
second, yeah, let's up the show is a
Your
yes.
computer now is a virus.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah, exactly.
To get back on
I-
track, the Muppet
I don't know what happened, Doctor. It started with tossed salad and then went on to this never-ending circle.
Oh, Jesus.
Started with the tossed salad, then it just happened to happen. You happen to have a couple of scrambled eggs. You know what's going on?
Oh,
I feel like
if you search tossed
1914
salad
All right,
scrambled
I'm
eggs
done
and-
with this
wait.
conversation.
If you wait,
please
can I just say
stop?
this? Can I just say this? If you search tossed salad and scrambled eggs in Google, the first thing that pops up is the Frasier theme.
Listen, but Chris, you literally said the Frasier, tossed salad, and scrambled eggs. You
All right,
literally
it's obvious,
spaced it.
Oh.
guys.
That's the
It's obvious
problem.
Clark doesn't know what he's talking about, and I don't want to keep beating a dead
No,
horse.
I am not having a sex ed lesson here on.
So back
on-
onto track, the Muppet Show gets a yes from me. Okay. Oh, don't roll your eyes at me.
Canadian
Cody.
football fame. That's
I don't even know about the Canadian football theme. It's that bad.
That's brutal.
Chris, what do you say about the Muppet Show theme?
I'm not Linus. I wouldn't immediately say yes to this. I mean, it's good, but I mean, there are so many other great Muppet songs that it just gets lost in the shuffle, and it's not really as memorable as the other Muppet songs that are in the actual show itself. Now, a theme song to a show is okay, and the Muppet Show theme it suits the show. It was a live broadcast, essentially, pre-recorded with Muppet actors and actresses. I just don't think it really is a contender. I wouldn't say that. I think it's better than the Golden Girls theme, but
A lot of things are.
But there's so many spaces on the list that I think it's not as deserved. So I'm gonna go with the no with the Muppets. Sadly.
Brooklyn, what do you say about the Muppet Show theme?
What's the vote count right now?
5 are in.
No. For this song right now.
Matt said yes, Chris said no. So it's 1-1.
Okay. I'm torn between this one and another like ensemble sort of piece. It's not quite live action, but it is animated. I think that animated one is better. Muppets is great. I'm tossed between those two. So it is a very slight no. Like it'd probably make the 25 or 30, but not 12.
Sandy, what do you say about the Muppet Show theme?
The Muppet Show theme is 100% on my list. I can sing the entire thing. I know which rows go in first on the thing. I know who sings who, what. It was one of my favorite theme songs growing up. I think it still holds water now, and it makes you think about the Muppet Show. So I mean, and then you get that awesome break in the middle near the end of it with Waldorf and his partner of Statler up there, yapping. Whoever's in there, and then Gonzo always blows up. So I mean, yeah, it's an absolute yes for me.
Cody, what you're the tiebreaker. What do you say about the Muppet Show theme?
Well, we know.
I was gonna say
No. I hate the Muppets. I've always hated the Muppets. I don't find them entertaining. I don't find them funny. I know there's a cult following apparently in this community that people like it. I think the Kermit impression is cool, what Matt does, but other than that, it's not my cup of tea at all. It never connected to me.
Leave the
It's
impressions to me, Clark, please.
It's kind of like Winnie the Pooh for me. It just never hit. So like, I find them annoying. So,
Cody, you better watch out the next time Kermit's on the live show. I'm up to hit you finally.
Well,
I thought that was going to happen, which is why I'm going to save the Muppet Show theme.
Boy.
How many is on?
We have 7 right now.
Is it 7 now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is complete anarchy.
That is anarchy.
No, he wouldn't even be a part of this bullshit.
Cody is fuming.
I'm quite
activated.
heated. There's not. I'm upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of
anyway,
babies we're missing.
Back to Matt. Matt, what is the next one you're going to bring up?
Okay, I really hope I don't have to waste a save on this, because I really hope maybe this could be the theme that we can all agree on. Star Trek The Next Generation. A great instrumental piece. You can have it on the background. It perfectly sets you up. Oh, Cody. Come on, Golden Girls, and you give me this face for Star Trek.
No, you're fine. Smith. You're fine. You're fine. I'll explain.
Okay. Just remember, I haven't used this save yet. So.
Sandy already knows why I'm doing the face.
Okay. All right, yeah, Star Trek Next Generation, just one of the greats. I love the original Star Trek theme, but I had to choose between babies, and this one I think is better.
Sandy, you like Star Trek? Did Matt pick the right Star Trek show?
Matt did not pick the right Star Trek show. The Star Trek: The Next Generation theme song is a direct copy from Star Trek: The Motion Picture, written by Jerry Goldsmith. It is great. it's a great piece of work, but it is not an original piece of work. But the one that we should have nominated was another one, but I'm sure that that's something that somebody else is going to mention on this panel time. So unfortunately on this thing, as much as I love Next Generation, the theme song borrowed from one of the movies from the original cast, so I have to say no on this one.
All right.
Chris, Star Trek The Next Generation is on the table. What do you say?
That's true. Nice. Don't get me wrong. It's killing me that I had to say no, but
no, you make a good point. So if it does, I'm not gonna waste my save on this. There's another one I might though.
Brooklyn, what do you say to Star Trek: The Next Generation?
I am going to agree with the Star Trek expert on the panel. Let's say no. I wasn't sure which one I had stuck on my head, and I looked it up on YouTube, and I was listening to, and I was like, okay, this is not the one that I'm thinking of, but I want to listen to it, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, it's missing something. It's a couple singles short of a Ruth, in my opinion. I think if it's lacking percussion, and I think that's what makes it from good to great. So I'm gonna say no.
And Chris, apparently you muted when you were given your opinions on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh, I was muted. It's all good. It doesn't matter. I just gave it a yes.
Yeah. Cody, what do you say to Star Trek: The Next Generation?
So I've been pretty heated for this entire thing, and
no,
it's not. It's going to be a calm version for this one. Sandy knows this. A lot of people in the community know this. I've never seen anything from Star Trek. I've occasionally seen some episodes like Waking Up, and it was on old Spike TV, and it aired before I went to school, but it never grabbed me. So I have to give it a no because one, I mean, I've heard the song because I listened to it, but I just can't give it a yes because it's not my show.
No, that's fair, but I'm not hugely broken up over that.
Yeah.
Actually, you guys made some good points. Which now it sucks that I wasted that nomination on another one that. Fuck.
I didn't think. I think it was a good nomination. I love the.
It was a good nomination.
I know, but there's. I only get one more now, and it was between two.
Maybe.
No,
you don't know. Pretty heated on these last few ones.
Yeah.
I think for the Billy Joel one, we went through 3 waves without getting anything in. So, yeah.
When it gets to the last 2 spots, it's going to be a bloodbath.
I would have actually said yes to it because this is the one that I had on my list. But in saying that, I do respect everyone else's opinion for what the reasons for why they don't think it should be there. So if Matt wants to save it, the option's there, but he can save it.
I'm gonna save my save for one of these other 2 that hopefully. Well, one I might have to use it on, but I hope not.
Sandy, it's back to you again. What are you going to bring up?
I don't know with you guys. I don't know with you guys. What do I pick here? Do I pick something that I think you guys are gonna vote for? Or do I pick something that I love that I want to get on the list? You know what? Screw y'all. I'm gonna pick something that I want to put on the list, and I'm gonna explain it before I do it. There's 2 parts to this theme song. There's the beginning of the show, and there's the end of the show. You put them all together, and it makes the perfect show, or the perfect theme song for a show. It gives you the excitement at the beginning and the sadness at the end of the plight of the Incredible Hulk. Lou Ferrigno's Incredible Hulk, where you get that the excitement of everything that happens at the beginning, the Hulk smash and bash of things, and then you get the sad dun 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 Dun, 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 at the end of the show, which shows how sad he is. And that theme song means something to me because it showed the duality of the Hulk. It showed the energy of the Incredible Hulk. But then it showed the sadness of David Banner. You know, that's what they named him in the show. Just give me a break. So you got both this side and that side of it. And I think that a combined theme song for the whole show is and deserves to be on this list.
Ooh, the Incredible Hulk is on the table. Cody, what do you say to that?
I had a criteria going into this, and it had to remind me of the show. Check. It had to be a good show. We hit a problem. I do not find this show good at all. Poor people growing up in that time frame that had to watch that on TV because you couldn't have DVR and you couldn't skip around that often.
You spoiled young people who are so spoiled by the superhero movies that we have.
I started with having to watch commercials. But I'm telling you right now, those poor people that had to rewatch that thing is garbage. And it made him a household name, which is fine. But it's no, absolutely not. No.
Swear to God.
Chris, what do you say to the Incredible Hulk?
This is tough because the show I grew up with, not I wasn't grew up in the '60s, but the thing is, I love the Incredible Hulk and the Daredevil movie that they did, and that's a gem. That's a gem with John Rhys Davies as the Kingpin. It was hilarious, but this just doesn't do it for me. This doesn't do it for me. I would rather the 1960s Spider-Man theme make it on the list, and that's not that great either. God. So, I'm gonna have to sadly, Sandy, say no. Although I'm glad that you again brought these up because at least you get to talk about them.
Matt, what do you say about the Incredible Hulk theme?
This is tough. That it is a really great theme, and Cody, as a kid who was born in 1997, I wasn't forced to watch this show, but I gladly did every time it was on TV Land. But sadly, there's
sending yourself to jail.
No, that's when I was forced to watch the Red Sox play. Sadly, there's other superhero themes that I have on my list that I think what it's coming down to for me is it's just like we have 7 spots and I just don't want to waste for something that I feel like it deserves a little bit more. So that's my reasoning. Watch Sandy be like, "See."
Somebody has to give it a yes.
Say about the Incredible Hulk theme.
I actually would have said yes because we do not have a superhero theme show on this list. There's 2 theme songs that are better, but listen to me, Cody, before you throw that piece of shit garbage hat across the room. The other 2, the better theme songs are animated, and we already have one. And I'm not sure. Incredible Hulk, though, I think is the diversity that we need. So I'm gonna say yes.
I mean, we've already. Cody, have I asked you about what you think of the Incredible Hulk?
Yeah, he already said.
Yeah.
Everybody said no except Brooklyn.
Okay, yeah. I actually would have said no because I actually just don't remember the theme. So, just simple as that. But I mean, I applaud Sandy for trying to go out there. But yeah, I think there's some superhero shows which I think's better. It's back to you, Chris. What are you going to bring up?
If we finally get back around to me, I'll probably bring up another superhero theme.
I want you all to sing along. Dun, dun, dun. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my test. To train them is my cause. It's Pokemon. Gotta catch you, a heart so true. Our courage will pull us through. Yeah, I am Pokemon. You gotta do it. Pokemon. Always stuck in my head. I love the second verse too that nobody hears. It's like, each trainer across the way will train and then receive. Yeah, I love Pokemon's theme. So it's on the table, and you better pick it, or you're not a Gyarados. You're a Magikarp.
So happy that I've been declined on all of my choices so far. I'm so happy. So happy right now.
Matt had the most interesting reaction. Matt, what do you say about the Pokemon thing?
I grew up in the generation where Pokemon was like at this fever pitch, and so many kids run around and sing this damn song. And I would sit there and I would hum themes like Avatar or the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme, and yet all these fucking kids on the playground were just playing Pokemon. This song annoys the hell out of me. Like I know this has no spot on this list. And that's not that I don't hate Pokemon. Played a lot of the games, but this theme annoys. Like it's
so catchy.
I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it, man. Oh god.
Brooklyn, what do you say about the Pokemon season?
Okay, so it's a little bit of a side story. Sue and I go to a bar maybe once a month, once every 2 months, because it's a certain DJ that comes over to PEI, and he plays like 90s and 2000 stuffs. He plays 2 theme songs. One of them is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and the other one that gets requested literally every time he's here is the Pokemon theme song. Pokemon was also on my list of ones to nominate, so Pokemon gets a hard yes from me. Chris, I can't believe it. We agree on something.
Tell me about
it. Cody, what do you say about the Pokemon thing?
Oh, hell no.
Thank you, Cody.
What? Stupid.
Did someone piss in Cody's
the
coffee?
Most pointless thing of this entire thing.
Everyone.
You guys, this theme song is annoying.
So
you can take your Pidgeotto and Pikachu and shove it somewhere. I'm saying this show is stupid. I grew up in this time frame. Every kid was like, "You have your Charmander? Go away. You're ridiculous. This show's stupid. My boss at work, this is his ringtone on his phone, and every time it goes off, I want to launch it across the room because, my gosh, you are a 40-year-old man. Grow up." Like, I am over. This is a travesty. This is unprecedented. I respected everybody in this channel before this moment, and now I am truly saddened and hurt. And I don't know what to do with my life anymore because I don't have a place, because I don't feel welcome anymore.
I can't believe me and Cody are agreeing on something on this list. But
I think Cody needs a burn heal.
He does. He needs a burn heal, all right.
As this episode's going on, Cody's been slowly turning into the Incredible Hulk.
I'm going to go get drunk.
Sandy, what do you say to the Pokemon
one way to bring out the Hulk?
All right, so before I got hardcore into Magic the Gathering, I needed a beginner card game to play, and so I started Pokemon. And I played Pokemon, and I really, really enjoyed it. And then I got into the cartoon. And what got me into the cartoon was every single time Ash lifted his Charmeleon would blow fire up into his face, and then you just see these big eyes and this, weirdo face. This theme song does not make the list. It's a great card game. It's a great beginner card game into the more adult card game. But seriously, even though I play a version of it on my phone, and I play Pokemon Go whenever I go walking, seriously, it does not belong on the list. There's so many other ones here that I'm going to mention as soon as I say no to everybody else's for the next 4 or 5 turns. No for me, but I love Pokemon, so.
You guys are disgusting.
We are. Come on, Zach.
It would have been a no for me as well.
I can't even save it. You guys are terrible.
Chris, what I tell you? These theme song hipsters. Can't recognize
Shit. I have been mentioning
I'm sorry.
70s. I've been mentioning
No.
60s. I've been
Time out
mentioning
Time out
80s.
Hipster?
No hipster shit
The
in
guy
mine.
trying to get Pokemon on this list is calling the rest of us a hipster? Come on.
The guy that picked Simpsons of all things, like it was the animated movie show before all the other ones. It's fantastic. I like my cold brew with it.
And next time on Late Night with Kate, Cody, your championship question is: who's the better band, Pokemon singers or?
Yeah, who's the Cody? Your question to stay relevant is name one of the members from them Crooked Vultures. Go on.
For the title,
I have Google.
Anyway, I'm just going to say, the cool guy says in chat, Cody rants are amazing, and Sandy is the greatest person who ever lived.
Yeah, also Cody, Jonathan Peck shoved some Pokemon bullshit at us. I don't care.
I thought you were going
I'm
somewhere else.
telling you right now, grinds my gears coming to take 3. And it's going to just be rant on people on this channel.
We now go to Cody Milbury. You know what really grinds my gears?
Anyway, Brooklyn, what TV show are you going to bring up next?
All right, so I'm looking through my list. I'm looking. Oh, did Cody actually rage quit?
Oh my God.
No, I think he just dropped by accident. He'll be back in a second.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Who kicked me out?
Well, whoever did that made my screen switch to my YouTube page for a second, so you guys got to see my YouTube page on screen. Thank you for that.
All right, so I am looking at my priority list. Is anybody else okay? Does anybody else see Malcolm kind of flashing in and out?
No.
No. Okay. I'm going to drop out of the call right quick, and I'm going to hop right back in because this is
great.
Oh,
super.
He passes his turn.
I do not pass my turn. Okay,
I was about to say
we're good now. Okay, so I'm looking at my list. That one, I'm looking at my priority list of what's to nominate. The first one is probably not going to get on there. The second one I'm going to try for later, but the next one, it applies. It checks off all the criteria boxes. It's a diverse one. It covers a genre that we don't talk about. It is a great show, one of the greatest shows of all time, and it is hosted by the great Canadian Alex Trebek. Jeopardy. When you hear this song, you think of Jeopardy. Jeopardy is one of the greatest shows of all time. It was in the rotation. You'd watch at my grandmother's house, you would watch Wheel of Fortune, you would watch Jeopardy, you would take the Rosary, and then you went to bed. There was always in the rotation of stuff you had to watch, and you got smarter when you watched the show. When you think about that tune, you cannot think of any other game show more so than that theme and Jeopardy. And a hush falls in the crowd.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Cody, the Jeopardy theme is on the table. What are you going to say to it?
Can somebody remind me what this show is called? Is it Rank 'em or just pick up random bullshit and put it on the table? I'm sorry. Jeopardy is not even a great theme.
Coming from the person that picked the
Golden
Jeffersons
Girls
and Golden Girls.
This is called a theme song show followed by great shows. Golden Girls and Jeffersons had a great run on TV. They are great shows. Jeopardy? No. And sorry, I'm not putting that in a form of a question for you either. Why does Brooklyn's Choice sucks? I don't know.
I'll go next. As much as I want Josh McCougar to host Jeopardy, it's going to be a no for me as well. It's an okay theme. I did have it on my many options there, but it was really low down on my priority list. So, yeah. Chris, what do you say about the Jeopardy theme?
Dun, 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 dun. Nope.
Look at that. Dropping shade right there.
Sandy, what do you say about the Jeopardy theme?
You know what? I actually I'm gonna support not only my fellow Canadian on the panel, but my fellow Canadian as host of that show. Hoping that they all hear this. Alex Trebek and Josh McCougar, you should switch places. But I'm gonna say yes to this one.
Matt, what do you say about Jeopardy?
No. No, I'm sorry. Like it's good, but like living with my grandmother for 5 years, the Jeopardy theme has just become that. Oh boy! Now my grandmother's finally gonna just like.
You're telling me that you didn't play along?
I've never watched Jeopardy. Well, I mean, I watch Jeopardy, but I don't really like. I play. You know what I do when Jeopardy comes on? I see if they have movie stuff, and if they don't, then I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna go. So that's fine.
Wow!
I do countries on Jeopardy though. I'll take Horage for 200.
If you're one of those dumb kids that watch Coordination
mother's
Street
a
over
whore,
Jeopardy.
What? Well,
Coordination.
Screw you. You don't know anything about one.
Sorry, Jeopardy is the best on SNL, not even on its own show.
I like Latich now.
Famous titties for $3,000.
I like
That's famous titties.
I pick Dolly Parton.
I'll take Japanese relations for 400, please.
Anyway, to get back on track,
Brian in the chat says, "I'll take Brooklyn's bad picks for 200." Alex.
Anyway, I'm going to take Cody's next pick for 500. So, Cody, what TV show theme are you going to bring up next?
Ooh.
What super old, irrelevant show is Cody going to pick next?
That we're all going to just quit on.
It's right away.
It's from the 60s.
So it's a no.
Wait a second. 60s, I guess, is it?
Yeah, so it's the 60s, so it might not be picked. But I think iconic. It's the Addams Family.
Yeah, I know.
The Addams Family theme song it was either this or another one, which maybe I'll bring up later. But oh man, if you think of iconic songs, like this is one that always resonates. It's so fun to sing. The show back in the 60s is fantastic if you've ever seen it. So my vote is the Addams Family.
Matt, what do you say about the Addams Family theme?
Man, this is... See, what's getting hard for me now is just like, we're at like, are we at 7 now?
We're at 8.
We're still at 7. Nothing's
we're
not
at 7.
nonsense.
7.
I
happened
put
this round.
Pokemon because I thought you all were going to be psychopaths. Okay, sorry.
All right. We're at 7, so I guess... All right, I will...
It's okay if you say
No.
It's not my
Thing.
love.
I'm just looking at my own list, and I have a lot of personal shit that's probably not going to get on there, except for maybe these next one I want to try. So you know what? For the sake of it, I really do love this theme song. I know there's always like a Munsters, Addams Family thing. Maybe we'll get into that discussion, but the Addams Family is like I mean, like I have to give it to the minute you said 60s, I immediately started going. So yeah, I'll say yeah, Addams Family is in there.
Sandy, what do you say to the Addams Family theme?
I'm glad that Kearns brought it up because no, the Munsters theme song is way better than the Addams Family theme song. So it's a no for me.
Chris, what do you say to the Addams Family show theme?
That's okay. Fair enough.
I'm going to go next because I don't want to be the tiebreaker. I'm going to say...
I was muted again. Whoops. I just gave it a no. Yep.
I'm going to say yes to it because it's an iconic theme. It's one that it's a fun theme, and whether or not it gets on is up to Brooklyn. But I mean, I think it's nice and catchy. Everyone is the most middle part is everyone likes doing the finger snaps, which I can't do. But yeah, Brooklyn, you're the tiebreaker. What do you say?
He's frozen. Oh, there he is.
Oh man, you know what the best part of this is? we haven't even gone to 12, and then we have to argue the placement of these.
Brooklyn is
Pondering.
Really contemplate. He's doing what I did, which is like, man,
Of all the
fuck.
ones I've nominated, I'm okay if it does not make it. It's
We gotta start.
not the end of the world. Because I have other 61.
Cody doesn't. Cody's already if it doesn't make the list, so then that kind of sealed its fate. So it's a no.
God damn.
Pokemon is better than Adam's Family theme.
Oh,
You're a
Correct.
completely
10 points.
high and
get out.
and stupid man. And the Penguin is the worst villain in Batman.
All right, now, Cody. Now we're just doing personal attacks.
Oh,
Shots.
It's an
He
all-
attacked me first. He attacked me
Anyway.
first. You all saw it.
Anyway, it's back to me. I'm going to go for a show that was done in the 80s. The theme song was sung by the great Al Jarreau. It stars Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd as two detectives. I'm talking about Moonlighting. This theme it's a great show, and the theme is so catchy. I actually have it on my iPad and could listen to it on repeat all the time. It's just I like hearing this show. Like it's one that I instantly know every time I hear it. But yeah, Sandy, what do you say about the Moonlighting theme?
I say that it was the theme song was the launching pad of John McClane, which is the only place we should ever see Bruce Willis, and not. I grew up in this era, and I don't even remember the Moonlighting theme song. So the fact that you have it on your device that plays all the time for you, that's great. I appreciate that, Malcolm, 100%. It is an absolute hard no for me. There isn't enough O's in my thing to put on for that. Oh, so no.
That's a nice way of putting it.
What do you say about the Moonlighting theme?
I like what you're doing. You're going to the two guys who really love the 1980s stuff. It's smart. But here's the thing. I love Bruce Willis. Come on. Last Boy Scout, Die Hard, Sixth Sense. I've never seen an episode of Moonlighting. And no. And that's not on the call of the show. It's just like, I don't know what this theme song is. And on a list where we've taken off a lot already, I don't think Moonlighting has a spot.
Chris, Moonlighting is on the table. What do you say?
I've only watched one episode of Moonlighting, and it's when the theme song was actually replaced with another opening sequence by Billy Joel. He wrote Big Man on Mulberry Street for this television series before it went out onto the bridge. And that's a good song, Big Man on Mulberry Street. But it's not the Moonlighting theme, and I don't have an attachment to the Moonlighting theme, so I'm going to have to give it a no. Just for fear of ignorance.
Moonlighting's not going to get on, but Brooklyn, what would you have said?
Nah. There's better ones out there.
It's an interesting choice.
Anyway, it's back to Matt. Matt, what?
I didn't just say. Rude.
Did I skip past you?
That's rude.
Okay.
That's just not nice.
I don't know how syndication works in New Zealand, but what the hell is Moonlighting? Not a chance in hell. I was like, Bruce Willis, and you didn't say Die Hard? What the hell? I'm out.
We got to write a show just for Cody where you just
don't know what you. I don't know what. I've never. I had to look it up, and then I played it. I was just like, well, that's a choice.
Well, I mean, I had a feeling you probably would have said no to it anyway, but
I originally thought you meant like the "Believe It or Not, I'm Walking on Air," but that's a different.
That's Perfect Strangers.
That there.
No, isn't it the greatest?
It's the greatest American hero.
Oh,
yeah, it's the greatest American hero.
No, Perfect Strangers is standing tall.
Anyway, man, what are you going to bring up next?
Oh well, of course, Perfect Strangers. No. No, I'm bringing up a superhero theme that is not based on anything from a film. It was a completely original piece. I'm going with Justice League Unlimited, one of the best superhero themes ever. It's animated. It's awesome. Can we Cody, don't you dare do that.
This is getting a yes from me.
Thank you.
Even though that he didn't
There's-
send it over to me, but it's a yes. I love it.
There's just another animated show that deserves it, but it's okay.
Sandy, Justice League Unlimited is on the table. What do you say?
It was in my top 5, so it's a yes for me.
Brooklyn, what do you say to Justice League Unlimited?
I believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Cody. There's a better animated superhero show that deserves to be on this list more than Justice League.
Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, I tried Justice League Unlimited, but yeah, still.
Yeah.
And I know which one you guys are talking about.
X-Men, probably.
Obviously.
And Cody already said no.
No, I
and
did not, but I'm going to right now. No.
Well, I mean, it was just the way Brooklyn said that he agrees with you. So.
Listen, Malcolm. I understand that you think I'm... Yeah, we just kicked Brooklyn off. I understand that you think, because I'm the grumpy old man part of the thing, that I don't have an opinion and I can't voice it because you don't want to hear me anymore. But listen, it's still a no.
Well, you know what? Screw it, because I don't care. It's a save.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. So, did you save that one, Matt?
Yeah. Screw it.
Yeah.
I'm using my save. This is on this list. All right.
Wait,
because
Malcolm, did you say no?
I was going to say no because I believe it is a superhero show that's
No.
has a better.
I'm looking on the
feedback.
list. There's no there's other ones I want on here, but this one needs to be on here. So yeah.
So we're at 8 now?
Yep.
We're at 8.
Also, I'm finally getting this listing here, so we can get to the even harder part, which is
We
ranking.
don't like old shows.
Sandy, what are you going to bring up next?
Oh, I don't know. Can I bring up anything that you guys are gonna say yes
No.
to, so I can have one on the list? All right. You know what? This might be impossible for you guys to say no to. It might be. I don't know, but it might be.
No.
But one of the greatest television theme songs of all time, so much so that it translated over into the movies, where you can hear the same theme every single movie that they put out for it, which has been, 6 or 7 now? And that is Mission Impossible.
No.
Come on. You know what? Listen, seriously, that theme song...
Okay, can you go to me first? Here's my thing with Mission Impossible, and this is where I'm having a hard time, is it is a great theme, but it's the Danny Elfman one that's great, because when you listen to the one from the show, it's very slow. It doesn't have the punch that the Danny Elfman one had in the first movie, and that's my issue. I love the theme, but when I think of the theme, I'm thinking of the Danny Elfman one, not the one from the show. That's my issue. It's kind of a reversal of the Next Generation argument.
Chris,
I'm sorry.
What do you say to the Mission Impossible theme?
Oh, for the love of everything.
Yeah, that was you knew exactly who that was going to activate right there by saying it, because that is his biggest pet peeve up there. You know that just to offset your pity mark, that he's going to go, I love that theme song. I was going to put it on the list, but fuck Chris Clark.
Yeah, I'm going to go next, and I actually had it on mine quite high as well. I'm going to say yes to Mission Impossible as well. Cody, what do you say to Mission Impossible?
Mission Impossible's theme is better in the movies than it is in the TV show. It does not pack the punch. I'm sorry. I agree that it's close, but it's not the same. So that's why I would not give it, because when I hear the theme, I think of the movies, not the TV show. That's why I say no.
That's just your age.
Whoops, I was muted. I was muted. So yes, I pity Sandy. Yes, so I said yes.
It doesn't matter about age. I picked the ones from the 60s. Like, let's be real. I've seen the show, but it's not. The movie is way better. Also,
I'm sorry, Brooklyn, but you're the tiebreaker again. What do you say about Mission Impossible?
That's Pink Panther. That's not Mission Impossible.
Oh, that's what I thought it was. Oh.
Mission Impossible is dun 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 dun.
Oh.
It's one of it has. See, here's where I'm torn, because Kern's brought up a good point that the Danny Elfman theme is more iconic and it's the one that everybody hears, but it's the musicality of the theme, because I played this in high school band, and when you count it out, it's not that simple, like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. It has this weird timing of 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, and it's just that uniqueness, and it's that, like, you don't get Danny Elfman's theme without this one here. This paved the way, so I'm going to say yes.
And Mission Impossible makes it on the list.
Now we're at 9. Oh.
Yep.
And it's back to Chris Clark. Chris,
Oh,
what
and
are you going to bring up now?
Just point of order. Can we, if we still have a save left, can we save any persons or just our own?
No.
Just your own.
All right, damn it, we're not going to get back to it.
Let me see this. Okay, I have a couple, and I think I'm gonna do another animated superhero TV show, I think. Or let me think, because I have two here, and I'm like really, really struggling. Oh man. You know, guys, when there's trouble, you know who to call. Teen Titans, with your power, they can see it all.
Oh my god, is this real?
Teen Titans.
That is your superhero TV show.
You all have a good night.
Yeah.
You all have a good night. You can go 5 panels. This is horseshit.
No, I'm kidding. It's actually this. Batman. It's the Batman theme. That is my serious pick. Is the Batman theme.
Wow.
I grew up with this on TV. What is that called? It was the TV channel. I forget what it was called.
TV Land.
TV Land, yeah. And yeah, it's the Batman theme. Of course, this is one of the best classic TV shows ever. Let's see anybody here who are terrible people and say no. So go around.
Oh, dang.
Nope. We already have an easy one.
Hell no.
Purdy, Sandy.
Are you kidding me?
You know,
No, I'm kidding you.
there's a better superhero show that we haven't brought up yet. You know, there's this theme song sort of has like a good rhythm in the key of B with, 7, multiple na-na-na-nas and people walking up walls that are flat and stuff like this. Of course, this theme song is on my freaking list.
Oh my god.
It's the theme song that started it all. If you don't know when somebody does na 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 na, you don't know what the next word is, Batman, then you've been living under a rock. And if we are doing a theme song based on whether or not they are memorable and hit the TV show, guess what? This is the epitome of it. So, Cody, you can explode and blow up over there all you want, but this is the epitome of what an actual TV theme song should sound. So there.
So was the Teen Titans theme. I love that too.
Matt, what do you say to Batman the Animated Series?
Batman the Animated Series?
It's not Batman!
Batman animated series.
It's Batman 66.
The
Why
66 series.
No, that would have been the correct choice. He went with Adam freaking West.
Excuse me. No, because the same argument for Star Trek goes for Batman. It's just the 89.
It's just a copy of Batman 89.
I didn't disagree. That's not counted.
Okay. Regardless, getting back to this one. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
God.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
So,
I'm upset that my 3-year-old cousin can sing this song as there's gotta be something.
Because
He
it's
can-
an easy song to sing.
Cody, do you
Anyway,
know what NET
See, Cody knows it.
Betty
Well, you,
White?
you still need a rip. You still need to know how to sing that in key to that, because that's rhythmic. So it takes skill to sing that song.
Chris, I don't like you. I don't.
Anyway, it's to me to decide, and the theme song pretty much says it. My response is just no. It does not belong on the list.
Wow.
Wait, so
you'll say
what's
no to that, but yes to moonlighting. Really?
Don't
what's-
do it, Chris.
What's the
You're
count?
not-
What's the count? What's the count?
You're at 8.
It's 2 to 3. You can save it if you want, Chris.
Well, you're not going to get another chance, Chris. So if you're going to save it, and I think you should, because I would if I could.
Well, look, I'm the first one to go. It's not getting back to me. I'm.
You don't know that. Look how Billy Joel went.
I
There
know.
are plenty of opportunities.
I'm trying to cock tease you guys. I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna use it. So, because it's gonna get back to me, and you guys are all gonna vote for.
Toss salad and cock tease. That's
No,
literally what happened.
no.
This is so fantastic.
God.
I'm probably gonna do.
night
I'm gonna
to be
do
on the
Donald Trump's
show.
Apprentice theme. How about that? We should do that.
If this
Hey,
is
Money,
come
money,
on, that's
money,
from
money.
another. That's from
Listen,
another song
this
too,
is
man. Shit.
if this was
Brooklyn-
before the current
Brooklyn, what's the
presidency,
next
I'd
one you're going to bring up?
All right. So as I am scrolling through the list here of ones that are already accepted, I'm really surprised there isn't like a Rocky one, or not. Sorry, not a Rocky theme, but like a shredder, a headbanger, if you would. And what better to describe the hair metal shredding songs of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Go Power Rangers! Everything is so wishy-washy and
Dinosaurus.
glee, what a time! Yeah, we need some rock in here. We need some non-square music here. So
Fuck yes. That's a yes for me. Yes.
Chris, what are you going to say about Power Rangers?
No. Batman is a head rocker, and you said no to that. I'm saying no to this, but there's another power thing. I think Powerpuff Girls should have been on this list instead. It's a much better song. So no, but Powerpuff Girls is on my list, so I might get to that. So, but yeah, Powerpuff Girls, no. I mean Power Rangers, no. Powerpuff Girls, yes.
It's like freaking Malcolm in movie 43. Like, seriously, it's...
Sandy, what do you say about Power Rangers?
I say yes, because I love the theme song for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So I think it kicks ass. I think it's awesome. I think it's a great theme song for the show. And so I'm saying yes.
Excuse me. Oops.
I really hope you're muted. that
Cody,
time.
what do you
I
say? What do you say to the Power Rangers theme?
We got 10. We got 10 songs
We're
on.
at 9 right now. This will be 10 if it goes through.
Well, what a shocker on this list. That
Yeah,
Cody
this
has
is
a
getting
hot.
interesting.
Cody has a hot take. It's morphin time.
Oh,
Absolutely.
God.
Yes.
I mean, Chris Skaliski's
yeah,
in the
wild
chat.
Chris Cookie up here.
He's
crazy-
he wants this
The
in.
crazy thing about this is I find this show completely trash, but it's such good trash that it's so much fun to watch. If you watch the series that I grew up with, and she freaking crawls out of a trash can.
After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth.
Out of a trash can? It's the worst dummy.
Excuse me, dumpster. But
the song is so good, I have to give it a yes.
can I let everyone know my number one on my top 12 list is my Power Rangers?
Of course
Nice.
it is.
All right, that's
Perfect
okay.
set.
Then So,
Yeah,
we're at 10.
I would have said no to it. I do not like the Power Rangers theme. I do not like Power Rangers. And yeah,
Oh,
that's
you're
that.
dead.
All right. Whatever you're saying.
RJ and Tim are coming for you.
Chris, we
And
almost
Cody-
got to that. Yeah.
Cody, what theme are you going to bring up next?
Oh boy.
You guys realize we have 2 left, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yep.
This is a bloodbath. Nobody's gonna get accepted. This is
Nope.
like Harvard right now. So
Yep.
we need to. Yeah.
I have to go with this one because if it doesn't make the list, I think this is a complete travesty. And I think Friends. Friends is one of the most
Oh,
iconic songs
bro.
of all time. You can say it all you want. It literally. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. We'll just move on for my turn. We literally did Batman and Moon. Oh, you guys are high. Okay.
Explain why you like the Friends. You can still
Explain
talk
it.
about it.
No, there's no point. You guys say no. That's fine.
It's only two of us who like shot
Oh.
it down. You still.
I
still
want
go.
people that.
Is Cody getting hurt? Because I heard the
No.
crickets on pick number 6 is when I heard the crickets.
Take the shit thing, okay? I'm just saying the
I
thing
say
that ran
Knight
for
Rider.
10 seasons.
everybody's like,
10 seasons, one of the most iconic themes when you hear it. The clap is what everybody does, but, we are going to go with some more.
I like
You
Friends.
put the
I just
Incredible
don't
Hulk
like.
up, so I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
I just don't.
So
like
who's the who?
It's Malcolm.
It'll
No.
be back to me. Yeah, I mean, I actually probably would have been the sole voice that would have said yes along with you, Cody. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, did Brooklyn say yes or no?
No, they all.
No.
I-
If you watch the show in March, I made it a goal that Friends didn't even get mentioned in honorable mentions. So we just got a fuck no.
And Chris says, as awesome as Justice League Unlimited is, he would have swapped it out with X-Men the animated series.
That's what everybody should have voted for. but okay.
Yeah, X-Men. Yeah.
No one nominated it. Can
Not
we
yet.
just say that no one's
No, not
nominated?
nominated
I love
yet.
how we're like talking like the.
Which is a travesty.
I'm
Malcolm's
about
like,
to nominate
and-
something. And it's actually, I'm probably not going to bring it up because I don't know. There's a few that haven't been said yet I think really should be there. And going into this list, as long as all this, I was thinking all through this list, whatever happened to predictability? Milkman the Paper and Evening TV.
Oh, Full
I'm
House.
bringing up Full House. I think Full House deserves to be on this list. It's whether or not it's the redone version of Full House, or I love this show. You can judge me all you like.
Did you
I
wait? Did you just either this or the updated one?
Fuller House.
I mean, it's pretty much the same theme, just by a different person. So I mean, it doesn't change the theme at all. I mean, it's the same.
No,
tune.
it does change completely. She's terrible.
Much like that show itself.
And if
Friends
didn't make the list, not a chance.
Yeah, I like the Full House show. The theme just instantly sticks in my mind all the time. And Matt, what do you say to the Full House theme?
Well, I love Full House. I do love this theme, but I think we got 2 spots left. I think there are better themes from the 80s that we could still nominate. So, yeah, I'm sorry. It's a no.
Brooklyn, what do you say about Full House?
If I said no, my wife and her 4 sisters would probably form a line and strangle me for saying no. So, for fear of my own life and so that my wife stays happy, I'm going to say yes.
Cody, what do you say about Full House?
No.
Me?
And I didn't even bring up the 3 that my wife wanted on this list. So no, that's not an excuse.
Well, I mean, I know Sandy's up. Cody, what do you say?
Absolutely not. Travesty, no.
And Chris, what do you say?
One of the worst television series ever. I would say
Whoa.
No.
I would disagree with that, but
Anyway, it's back to Matt. Matt, what are you going to nominate next?
Let me stop me if you heard this one, and I really hope all of you stop me. Through early morning fog, I see visions of the things to be. It's MASH. Suicide is pain. Come on, guys, it's MASH. This is one of the greatest TV shows of all time. One of the greatest themes of all time. It sets up the show. I mean, that intro, you get what the show's gonna be. And come on, MASH.
Sandy, what do you say about MASH?
It was number 4 on my top 10 list of movie or of TV theme shows. So it's an absolute yes. And I don't care. I love the fact that we talk all about connectivity nowadays. But back then, connecting the TV show to the movie, which did so well, was brilliant because it got everybody onto the TV screens. Still one of the, I still think it does, it might not anymore, but it held the record for its finale. You want to talk about longevity, 10 seasons, 11 seasons. Absolutely, Alan Alda is one of my favorite actors of all time. So this theme song is perfect for that show because it really did set it up what it was. It was not a glamorous thing, and it was a very hard thing to go through. So it's not just a yes, it's a hell yes for me.
Cody, what do you say to MASH?
No.
Brooklyn, MASH is on the table. What do you say to MASH?
I'm really sorry to say it, but I gotta say no. I'm looking at the list of things we already accepted. No, because this is not the top TV theme songs of the 70s and 60s. The top TV theme songs of all time.
I'm gonna go next, and I think this does belong in the top TV theme shows of all time. Songs of all time. It's down to Chris to be the deciding vote.
Come on, Clark. You know what you
I love MASH. I love David Ogden Stiers. I knew David Ogden Stiers from this television show. He's one of my favorite character actors ever.
Rest in peace.
I'm gonna give it a yes. I love the show. My dad loved the show. How many do we have? Right now my count is
11.
I have 11.
When MASH gets in.
Wait. We have Cheers, Simpsons, Jeffersons, Fresh Prince, A-Team, Golden Girls, Muppet Show, JLL,
Golden Girls, Muppet Show.
You're missing
Justice
Power
League
Rangers.
Unlimited,
Power Rangers made it
Power
up.
Power Rangers.
Mission Impossible, and then Power Rangers, and now MASH.
Wait, did Mission Impossible get in there? I can't remember.
I got the pity vote, so.
I'm fine
I
with
did not
that.
give you a pity vote. I think it's one of the musically unique.
I'm fine with
Yeah.
that. I literally.
Anyway, it's back to Sandy. Sandy, what are you going to bring up next? Can you finish off this list?
Rick.
So we can all sit here and argue about the rankings.
It took us an hour and 47 minutes to get to this, right?
We're getting the Billy Joel numbers of length.
All right, you guys want something a little newer? Eh? All right,
Really.
how about I give this to you? I can just see Cody right now. His brain is gonna blow his nose. When I wake up in the morning, I think of this theme song, and it is the theme song to Saved by the Bell. Yeah, Cody's out. And that's not even the one that I was gonna blow his head off with. So I changed mid thought pattern when I did that one. So no, I'm picking Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell was a great show. It was early mornings. Everybody loved it. They went into the college years too. But the theme song, you hear it now, you know what it is. You automatically associate the theme song with the show. That's what you want from any theme song. And so I'm going to vote that one, and it's going to get horribly, horribly, horribly smacked around. Yeah, there it is.
Cody, what do you say about Saved by the Bell?
I think it says a lot. Yep.
Hell
same.
no. The bus can go flying by. Just no.
Brooklyn, what do you say about Saved by the Bell?
I love the show, but the theme song is meh. Nah.
Matt, what do you say about Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm going on a party with Zach Morris, AC Slater, Kelly Kapowski. Yes.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you say about Saved by the Bell?
It's not that memorable to me. I'll have to give it a pass. I am so sorry, Sandy.
I actually do like this theme song. I'm going to give it a yes, but I mean it's a 2-3 split.
What do we do?
I believe.
Oh wait,
Sandy
no, it's
still
a 3.
I believe Sandy still has a save. If
He has a
wants to
save
use it.
still if he wants to use it.
What number are we at? Are we at 11 right now?
You
We
would
had
end the
11.
show with this, yeah.
This would be the last one with my save, right? Oh, wow. This is a big decision. What does the chat say? Does the chat say I should use my save, or do they say that I should pass it along and see what else? What other?
A lot of people are suggesting a lot of other shows. Save Guy the Dog gets a no.
A lot of people were saying no to it, and yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to use my save. I am a man of the people, and that should mean something. My shows may not be liked by many, but I
talk about them.
That's right.
Chris, what are you going to nominate next?
This is one I want you guys to listen to because I know none of you have seen it unless you listen to Cancel Too Soon.
Copyright. Copyright.
No, but this is a show that only lasted one season that Whitney and Bibbs actually reviewed. It is you can look into it. You need to be 18 years older, but you need to look into the show. It's very suggestive, but it's a show called Hot Springs Hotel with one of the best credit sequences ever, and it's only 50 seconds long. You'll see why. It was canceled too soon because it was broadcast on a family channel. It shouldn't have been broadcast on a family channel. But Hot Springs Hotel. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Just roll it down, Chris.
Shit or get off the pot. Can we all be in agreement? Can we? Are we not allowed to do these? I'm nominating something. Oh wait, I can already say everyone's gonna say no. No wait, I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't want to waste anybody's time.
Clock.
Almost 2 hours, and we haven't even gone all 12.
Hold on.
He's saying it's packed.
Hold on.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. Go for it. Hot Springs Hotel. Bibbs would want this one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a no. That's a no.
Can we make this fast? Can we just make this fast? No.
No.
Of course you guys want to give it a chance.
This belongs in an early 2000s Pornhub where Chris probably found this. Looking through Pornhub.
I vote yes.
No.
Oh God. Jesus.
Bibbs will want this in.
I actually do know this theme song. I don't know why.
Stop!
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because I know if I say yes, Chris is gonna save it.
I'm gonna save it. Yes.
Yep.
No.
All right. So it gets to me, right?
I can't believe that almost got in.
I am going to end this right now because as I look at the list right now, only one of these shows is currently still on the air. We need more representation of modern television, and what is the best theme song that is currently on right now? Game of Thrones. I have not watched a single episode of Game of Thrones, but this is one of the greatest theme songs of all time. The musicality of this theme song, the use of the timpani, the harp, the cello, that lone bow creates so much emotion and feel. I'd already know Sandy's voting no because we had discussed this previously, but Game of Thrones is going to finish this list.
Cody, what do you say to Game of Thrones?
This show is by far the best show on TV.
The
theme song. I skip it every time I watch the series.
Too.
I don't find the music even captivates even close to the brilliance of this show. I understand if you like classical music and you like all the instruments and that stuff appeals to you, but every time I'm like 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, okay, time to start watching Game of Thrones. That's literally how I started. Absolutely not. You did not in this list. You are wrong, sir. Good day.
Matt, what do you say to Game of Thrones?
Come on. I'm not a fan of this show. And Finn's certainly not a fan of.
Chris, what do you say to Game of Thrones?
Wiener, 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 splat. No.
Cool Guy literally just said in the chat the South Park cover is better.
Yeah.
And it would have been a no for me too.
Wow.
I like Game of Thrones.
You guys hate musicianship.
I love how
I listened to it once. That was enough for me. I remember it now. I just fast forward through every time.
My favorite thing about this, Brooklyn is like in his mind is like, oh, this is gonna end.
It was over. Done. It's over.
God.
That's literally a home run hitter walks up to the plate, points to the stands, and strikes out without swinging the bat.
Here's a reference that he'll actually get. It was over, and then Steve Smith touched the puck at the right behind.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's for the shitty Oilers. So I mean, they were
2-time Stanley Cup champions. Then they missed that one, and then we went on 2 more, all on Steve Smith. No, so.
Anyway, Cody, can you finish off the list?
No.
This panel is not my group of TV watchers. I'm learning that slowly. But it's okay.
2 hours.
So I'm going to go with one because I know it's not going to make the list, and I just want to draw everybody out a little bit long. In the eyes of a ranger, the unsuspecting stranger, you better know the truth from right and wrong. That's the Walker, Texas Ranger theme song. Man, I'm talking about old Chuck Norris.
Dude,
yeah.
Okay. I
One
love
of the
that
best
show.
theme songs of all time. It literally ends. It goes, you better watch, because that's where the Ranger's gonna be. It's fantastic.
Oh my God.
It's so cheesy. It's so 90s. I love every bit of it. And I'm not going to be like Brooklyn says this is going to end the list. I'm just going to let everybody vote because I'm a smart man.
Okay, here's the thing, Cody. I love that show because I love Chuck Norris. I love the fact that show gave us one of the greatest unintentional funny scenes of all time. Walker says I have cancer. Just the way he delivers it. But here's the thing. And I think this is just because when I was a kid, I was horrible with timing. I would always miss the theme, so I don't remember. I'm not connected to the theme, but I love the show.
Listen to it.
And here's the thing: if this makes a list, I will be perfectly fine with it. But I can't vote it in because I'm not connected to it. But I love the show. Walker Texas Ranger is awesome.
Sandy, what do you say to Walker Texas Ranger?
All right. So first off, Walker Texas Ranger is a ass-kicking show. It was absolutely one of my favorites to watch. It made Cheech Marin an actual legit actor instead of but that being said, I love the show. Couldn't sing a note of the theme song if you asked me to it. So I mean, I'd love to vote for this one just because seriously, I watched every single episode. I don't know why I can't remember the theme song. But it's got to be a no for me on this one. Sorry, Cody, I wanted to.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Brooklyn, what do you say to Walker Texas Ranger?
Next, please.
Chris, what do you say to Walker Texas Ranger?
I'm listening to it. I mean, it's not grabbing me. I would give it a no.
See, I rank them totally different. I pick something that's not that great so I can have an easy 12. But on this list, there's plenty of 12, so we're good.
I prefer Pokemon over this.
You're high.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I mean, not that it would have mattered, I would have said no anyway, but I just actually didn't like the show, and I actually didn't like the themes.
And you need to stop watching Moonlighting and watch more Walker Texas Ranger.
this coming from the person who watched Justice League Unlimited.
What the?
Hey,
What is that?
shows.
Shows of all time?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, it's back to me.
It is.
I'm going to go for a show from the 60s about a witch named Samantha. I'm going to go for Bewitched. This is a...
What the fuck?
You just say Beaver?
Bewitched?
No,
You said Bewitched?
Yeah, he
I
said
did.
switched.
this is so ridiculous.
All right, on to me, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a no, but this is one that, like, for me, I really like this theme. And for me, this show is probably more of a it's got a bit of sentimental side to me as well, because this is one that I remember always watching with my parents and that all the time. It's just something that I will still enjoy watching it to this day. But yeah, by the sounds of it, it's going to get a no from everyone anyway, so it'll be next to Matt for his nomination.
Dude, okay, you know what? At this point, none of my nominations are going to get on here. So I'm just talking about theme songs I love. All right, so let me know if you heard this one before. There's a time for love and a time for living. Take the chance and faith. It's Who's the Boss? Oh my God, this is one of my favorite 80s sitcoms. Well, I love this theme song so much. It just encapsulates the show in of itself. It's a little cheesy, sure, but it's really upbeat, just like the show itself. So yeah, Who's the Boss?
Brooklyn, Who's the Boss is up for consideration. What do you say to it?
Nah, too many 80s stuff already. We need more modern stuff.
Sandy, what do you say to Who's the Boss?
Hey, yo, it's me, Tony Danza. Yeah, no, I as much as I love it that this show gave us Alyssa Milano, I gotta give it a no on this one, just because.
Cody, what do you say to Who's the Boss?
The only time I bring up Tony Danza is when I sing Rocket Man and I sing the lyric wrong. So, no, thank you.
That's
Tiny
Dancer.
Tony Danza.
That's Tiny Dancer. It's not even right.
Not
Tiny
Rocket
Dancer.
Man.
You're right.
If you're going to insult me, at least get your...
This is why I shouldn't be in music
This is the
trivia.
guy who brags about a 4-point TKO, but he doesn't even know the fucking reference to the Tony Danza.
Hey, Brooklyn, I would have scored 6, so you shut your mouth. The person that went on a Billy Joel playlist and couldn't even name good songs.
Anyway, Chris, what do you say about Who's the Boss?
Can someone just give me a pity vote?
I gave my pity vote to Sandy already, so I'm all out of that. I'm all out of stock. But with Who's the Boss, I'm listening to it. I'm like, again, I feel like if we voted in, it's just getting voted in because we want to just get the show over with. I don't think that's right, so I'm going to give it a no. I don't feel like it fits, sadly.
On that end, can we all start choosing stuff that we might all choose, because it's 10:30 already, and we still got to
It's 11:30 here. Don't complain about time, Mr. Turns.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
it's
we
my
all
turn.
know the answer. I mean, we all know the. I mean, I know it's not getting good. I'm just going to say what I'm going. I'll get my joke. I mean, we all know that Ben Bateman is the boss, but no, Who's the Boss?
Sensing bias.
I knew there was a fucking boss question. Oh God, no.
Sandy, it's back to you.
All right, I'm going to call my shot, and I'm going to say that I don't think that there's anybody on this panel that can honestly, if they're talking theme songs and what they mean to the show, say that this one isn't going to get through. And if Brooklyn wants something a little bit more modern, this show is still on the air. So I'm going to give it all to you, and you guys are going to vote yes.
It's not SpongeBob, is it?
It's the theme song to Cops.
Thank you, Sandy Robinson. That was the next one I was going to vote for. So yeah, Cops. I apologize for clapping, but I might have freaked out like a seal there.
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Come on.
Sandy,
Absolutely.
great Canadians think alike.
Do not think
Can
of
I
that
go,
boy.
Malcolm?
Think
Because I
of
have a
Cops.
rant. Can I go?
Can I get my vote out of the way real quick first?
Yes.
This is the next song that I was going to vote for. So Sandy, we are the telepathy worked there. So yeah, Cops gets a hard yes for me. And I apologize for that.
Okay, Malcolm might not understand this, and these two don't understand this, but I'm going to talk mainly to Chris and Matt Kearns. This isn't a show for entertainment. This is a sad thing of society, because this happens in the United States, and this is the biggest white trash moments ever. I understand that it's entertainment, but it's really sad when you see all these idiots make stupid mistakes, and I don't find the theme song that great, and the show is literally what's wrong with America, because we are literally giving criminals a spotlight to make stupid mistakes and roll joints and try to eat weed. I'm over it. I don't think the show is that great. It's been on for way too long, and it's what is totally wrong with America.
I'm going to say this just not in defense. I completely agree with Cody, but the thing is the best TV theme songs, and if you
but the theme song represents the show, and the
doesn't
show
matter.
Is shit.
Doesn't matter. The theme song and the show. Whatever is the theme song representative, and can you think of the television show when you have it? That's
literally it says
right, not that there's crappy on it.
What you want? What you gonna do? Gonna eat weed. Awesome. And die of substance abuse. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Matt, what do you say about Cops?
Oh boy, this is hard. I feel like now if I say yes, everyone's gonna be like, Kurt supports white trash, because I hate these shows. By the way, I hate the fucking. The only one that's worse than this one, because this stuff is that fucking like live PD stuff where they it's. Okay, my issue is that I do love this song, but Cops didn't make me a fan of it. It's Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2 that made me a fan of it, so I can in good conscience vote it in, because it's I love it from a movie, not from a show. Even though I would love to vote in just so we could get the fucking voting done and just get to the arguments of rankings.
Chris, what do you say about Cops?
It's top theme songs, but it also has to dignify what you're proud of actually representing, and I don't feel like Cops is anything to be proud of. So what happens in that show is the epitome of what reality television should never be. So I'm gonna say no to Cops.
Yeah, I mean, we have a show similar to Cops in New Zealand called Police 10-7, which doesn't have a memorable theme either. I mean, the theme is memorable, but yeah, I mean, like I would have said yes to it, but yeah.
So is that a yes or a no, Malcolm?
No, it's a yes. I'm just trying, but there's already 3 no's, so yeah. It's not going to make it on either way because Brooklyn's used up a save. So
it's not.
It wasn't my nomination.
Sandy. Why
so Malcolm voted yes.
Yeses?
So Malcolm voted yes.
Yeah, he's saving it.
That means that I can save it if I want. Such vitriol from the panel here.
Sandy, come on, make the right choice here.
I'm going to what the chat wants if it goes to me.
Oh god.
What does the chat want?
That's all right if
they want DuckTales. Everybody wants DuckTales in this chat.
Yeah, a lot of people want DuckTales.
I'm saving Cops.
Oh,
thank you.
Okay, so I guess DuckTales sadly gets the cut. Sorry, guys in the chat.
I don't think so.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the list.
That's 12.
That's
Yeah.
the list. All right.
There's like half the list is like saves.
Can we go honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have honor mention time?
I do, yeah.
I mean, I have some. I can quickly rattle off mine.
Me too.
Honorable mentions: Family Ties, Growing Pains, and The Office are all the ones that I didn't get to talk about.
Brooklyn, do you have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I had Recess, Whose Line Is It Anyway, the UK theme, Married with Children, America's Funniest Home Videos, and Dukes of Hazzard for the next one that's going to nominate.
Cody, what honorable mentions did you have?
The Andy Griffin Show, Gilligan's Island, Sanford and Son, Different Strokes, Facts of Life, Married with Children,
Yes, very good show.
Drake and Josh for when I was a child. It was a great show. But yeah, that's it. And The Office. But
Sandy, what honorable mentions did you have?
I had Smallville. I had the Transformers cartoon show. I had the $6 Million Man. I had He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I had Happy Days. I had The Monkees. I had The Walking Dead, Downton Abbey, Beverly Hills 90210, All in the Family, 1967 Spider-Man, Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, and Xena the Warrior Princess. And I also had Dukes of Hazzard and Married with Children on my list too.
Chris, any honorable mentions that you had?
I had X-Men. I had Teen Titans. I had Powerpuff Girls. I had Courage the Cowardly Dog. I had Johnny Bravo. I had Dexter's Laboratory.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah. I had the one that I was thinking about nominating was All in the Family because of how iconic it was.
Yep.
But yeah, All in the Family is probably my biggest regret. But other than that,
Yeah, mine too.
The Office is my biggest regret of not bringing up, but that's c'est la vie. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
and the movie trivia Schmodown theme.
Yeah.
How come no one brought that up already? That's disgraceful. Harlem will be bad.
I love it. Plug, buddy.
And for me, I had the Family Guy theme. I had BoJack Horseman. I had How I Met Your Mother. I had the Brady Bunch. I Dream of Jeannie. I did actually have SpongeBob on there. I had Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Happy Days. I had Charmed. I actually had X-Men Evolution on mine because I actually preferred that over the 90s X-Men. So I've got lots more, but I'm not going to go through
South
all my
Park, yeah.
Very, very, very quickly, as much as I love Family Guy, and I'll take anyone on Family Guy trivia, I think American Dad is the best of his ever thrown.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, in the chat.
And Cody, you were looking confused when he said the X-Men Evolution theme song. Go listen to it, man. It's pretty badass.
it's not only animated though.
No.
Wolverine and the X-Men theme is also awesome.
Yeah.
But I put it out there.
And
Actually, it shouldn't be a place on this log because it's trash.
yeah, and in the chat, they're bringing up Malcolm in the Middle, South Park as well, DuckTales, Different Strokes, and Survivor. I think everyone's got their vote for 12. Sandy, why are you going to vote for 12?
Cops.
Matt, what are you going to vote for 12?
Oh, do we have to show it on a fucking board? No one told me this.
You can say it if you want. I mean,
cops. Put cops on there.
Cody.
Cops.
Brooklyn.
Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Chris.
Cops.
I had Just League Unlimited, but Cops is at number 12.
You motherfucker, no.
It's not bad.
All right, next one. I just really wanted to get another one on the list, so
Bad choice.
yeah, it might have been a bad choice. However, all of my good choices got poo-pooed on you by you too.
Incredible Hulk and Knight Rider. We really want to fight this battle.
Cody, what do you have at 11?
Justice League.
Brooklyn, what do you have at 11?
It's still Golden Girls.
Sandy, what do you have at 11?
The Golden Girls.
Matt, what do you have at 11?
Golden Girls.
Chris, what do you have at 11?
Good girls go to heaven, bad girls go everywhere. Golden Girls.
Mm-hmm.
I had Justice League, but Golden Girls gets it. At number 10, Cody. I mean, you've probably still got. Yeah.
Justice League.
Brooklyn.
Justice League.
I've also got Justice League. Sandy.
The Simpsons.
Matt.
Jeffersons.
And Chris.
Jeffersons.
Justice League is at 10.
Finally had to erase my board.
Wait, how many did Justice League have?
Yeah, it was
Justice League,
3.
Justice League got 3.
Oh,
Did
I thought Justice League got 2. Really?
Myself,
Or was it 3?
myself, Cody, and Malcolm.
Oh, never mind. You're right. You're right.
Malcolm's the person.
Oh,
Counting
God.
him.
9.
Actually, I probably should have voted something else there, but never mind. Too late now.
Cody's making me laugh.
Cody, what do you have at 9?
The Simpsons. Sorry.
Sandy, what do you have at 9?
The Simpsons.
Chris, what do you have at 9?
Power Rangers.
Matt, what do you have at 9?
I still have Jeffersons.
Brooklyn, what do you have at 9?
I have the 18.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I've also got Power Rangers, so it's a tie between Power Rangers and The Simpsons.
So Brooklyn and Matt have to
Simpsons.
vote.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
So they're tied now. So
Still a tie.
it's still a tie. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is a list randomizer. All right.
Okay.
Or ask the chat.
Oh, you know what? Ask the chat. Yeah.
Ask the
Chat.
chat, yeah.
But between the Power Rangers and the Simpsons.
Cool guy
Should
said
just
vote
start
off Simpsons. So it's not looking good for Simpsons. I'm waiting for somebody else. We're gonna give him 30 seconds. 29 seconds, 28 seconds, 27 seconds, 26 seconds, 25 seconds, 24 seconds, 23 seconds, 22 seconds. Come on, somebody say something else other than The Simpsons. Come on. Come on.
Somebody say Simpsons again.
Power Rangers.
Yeah,
better.
it's all right,
Okay, now it's tied again. Now it's tied again. Power
No,
Rangers.
Robert said
No,
Power
it's
Rangers.
Simpsons.
Yeah, Robert said Power Rangers is better than The Simpsons, so he's saying Simpsons should be 9.
Robert. Okay, Simpsons is 9.
Woo!
Simpsons.
You guys just hate musicianship.
I am disgusted as well.
All right.
Cody,
let
you
that
can't
next.
vote twice.
Why?
I saw that in the chat.
You saw nothing, good sir.
I saw some. Yeah, I saw some Cody Newberg. Can't even spell his last name right. I mean, come on, man.
Listen, I will drop out of your match tomorrow.
Fine.
Oh, shit.
There's a
Even
lot
though
of
I'm gonna
ones
win.
that were just saved. Damn.
Cody, what do you have for 8?
I'm sorry, I forgot about this piece of shit. 18.
Sandy, what do you have at 8?
Jeffersons.
Matt, what do you have at 8?
Jeffersons.
Chris, what do you have at 8?
Man, you guys are overlooking that the Muppet Show is still on the list. I said Muppet
Oh,
Show.
dear heavens. I
No,
forgot
I'm not
to put
overlooking
scraps
it.
on here.
No,
Not
I
overlooking it at all.
Brooklyn, what do you have for 8?
I agree with Cody at 18. Next up down.
Yeah, so it's a tie between A-Team and Jefferson. So I had Power Rangers.
Okay, so it's me and Malcolm that picks.
Yeah.
So it's A-Team and Power Rangers.
Yep. No,
A-Team
A-Team and Jeffersons.
Oh, okay. That's even easier.
Makes it a lot easier for him.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to say Jeffersons.
I'm gonna say A-Team.
All right, go to the chat.
Back to the chat.
Jeffersons or A-Team?
A-Team is not worthy of this list. Vote off A-Team.
I don't know if I have this power, but I cannot do a watch along with any of these people if they join any of them. I can't, because I can't be in the same.
This is hilarious. This show is like.
Where's
Mario
Robert
Kart.
when you need it?
we got A-Team and Jeffersons.
Yeah,
We
so it's
got
tied
Tie
again.
right now.
tied.
Robert, what do you vote for? Is it A-Team or Jeffersons?
I need Robert to be the deciding factor.
Oh, Robert is actually Robert actually agrees with me that Simpsons should be higher in the list than Power Rangers, but it's,
Well, he's
it's too
wrong.
late.
I don't know what to tell you.
Uh-oh.
Team lower than. Oh, team lower
Oh,
than.
so
Jefferson.
A team.
Oh,
Eight teams out.
that.
Fuck.
Yeah, A team's at 8.
Hey, it's top. It's top 8.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you, Chris, for reminding me now.
Yeah. I can't believe Muppets has been staying so long. I think I secretly reminded a lot of people.
But there's still not good enough.
I mean, there's one other that got saved that's also still there as well. But
This is the last time, Malcolm, we can
Because
do a six-person panel.
because Mission Impossible is just there as well.
Oh,
It's-
dear God, I forgot so much crap's on this list.
This list is the best, right, guys?
No.
We are despicable human beings.
Sandy, what do you have for 7?
I don't think they're moving on up anymore. The Jeffersons.
Cody, what do you have at 7?
The Muppet Show.
Brooklyn, what do you have at 7?
Bash.
Whoa.
Matt, what do you have at 7?
Jeffersons. And saying just assume until Jeffersons.
He's not writing, so he can change it to whatever he'd like, even though he can't.
Chris, what do you want for 7?
Kermit the Frog here. It's Muppet Show.
Damn it.
It's a tie, isn't it?
It's a tie, yeah. It's
No.
another tiebreaker.
And I had Power Rangers anyway, but it's a tie between Jeffersons and
So Malcolm and
Muppet
Brooklyn
Show,
have to
so
break it.
Malcolm
So
and
it's-
Brooklyn.
me and Brooklyn. I'm going to say Jeffersons.
It's a tie. I'm saying Muppet Show.
Chat. Muppet
Stop
Show.
doing it, guys.
Son of a.
It's between Muppet
Why
Show
would
and
you say-
Jefferson. Okay,
Be crazy.
the Muppet
Oh,
Show.
if I know the chat though, I'm winning this one.
Jeffersons and Muppet Show, Robert.
The Muppet Show is worse than the Jeffersons. Thank you.
Kick
Kick
off
off the
Muppets.
Muppets.
Did we get a consensus?
Not yet. It's
Terrible.
right now. We just have Muppet kickoff Muppet Show. Robert says I'm nostalgic for Muppet Show.
So he's voting Jeffersons.
This is insane.
Oh, for God's sake! Jeffersons to make Linus happy. So I think that's Jeffersons. It's
Okay.
for Jeffersons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job, chat.
This is despicable.
You're
we
not
we can
invited
never
on
make
Big
Linus
Ram,
happy. We should never make
I-
Linus. Oh,
Finally.
wait,
No.
Next one.
Actually, that's another show that didn't come up. Freaks and Geeks. They would have disappointed Linus as well.
I don't give a damn about Brooklyn.
Love you too, Cody.
You're welcome.
Okay.
How'd you do in fantasy this week?
I lost.
Oh, how did I do?
All right,
I don't
Cody.
let's move.
What do you have at 6?
Muppets. The Muppets.
Sandy, what do you
The
have at
Muppets.
6?
Muppets.
Matt, what do you have at 6?
Mission Impossible.
Chris, what do you have at 6?
Or at least on my hand. Wherever.
Muppets.
Brooklyn, what do you have at 6?
I think Looney Tunes should have been on before this one, the Muppet Show.
I had Power Rangers, but yeah, Muppet Show is at 6.
It was dying this turn anyway. But I don't even. I agree with Matt on this one though.
On with the show, this is it.
Cool. I actually don't like the DuckTales theme. I don't.
It's life is
I
like
actually think A Team is better than it.
You almost said yes to Hot Springs Hotel though, so that's good.
it's airplane, it's the
I did say yes to that.
Cody
Um,
left again.
Oh,
Matt, what do you,
What
what
left?
do you,
My thing died. What left?
We haven't
Yeah,
done
so-
it yet. There, you're back.
So we've got what's left is we've got Mission Impossible, Power Rangers, MASH, Fresh Prince, and Cheers.
Oh, I can't believe Fresh Prince is still on here.
Oh.
Fresh Prince over the 18. You guys suck.
Didn't you vote for it?
Yeah, but he's saying over 18.
All right.
Brooklyn, what do you want for 5?
MASH.
Sandy, what do you want for 5?
Even though it's mine again, Mission Impossible.
Matt, what do you want at 5?
Mission Impossible.
Chris, what do you want for 5?
Power Rangers.
Cody, what do you want for 5?
Mission Impossible done better than the movies.
And I had Power Rangers, but Mission Impossible takes it. And down to number 4, I've got Power Rangers. Cody?
After 10,000 years, it finally ends. Power Rangers.
Brooklyn, what do you want?
It's still MASH.
Sandy, what do you want for 4?
Go away, Power Rangers.
Matt, what do you want for 4?
Fresh Prince.
Chris, what do you have it for?
It's already in. It's Power Rangers.
Power Rangers comes in at 4.
I can't believe it got that high.
Me neither.
Vendettas.
So it comes down to our top 3, which is going to be MASH, Fresh Prince, or Cheers.
Oh, I forgot to put Fresh Prince back in the bottom of the heap. Oh, I forgot this was saved.
So we're still just picking number 3 right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt, what do you want for 3?
Fresh Prince. Also, just have a question. Where did Justice League wind up again? I'm just my brain.
It ended up at 10.
10.
Okay.
10.
Chris, what do you want for 3?
Philadelphia, born and raised. Fresh Prince.
Cody, what do you want for 3?
It's very unusual for Fresh Prince to make it to the 3rd spot.
Brooklyn, what do you have at 3?
It's still MASH.
Sandy, what do you want for 3?
The Fresh Prince of Baba.
Oh, we're voting for number 1 now, aren't we?
Yeah, I not that it matters, but I had MASH. But
So, officially, our stream is longer than Batman Begins. It's 2 hours and 26 minutes. Just wanted to say
the longest. It's definitely the longest episode of Rankum now.
Wait, okay.
longest-
So
Is it longer than Billy Joel? What was Billy Joel last?
Oh, Billy Joel was like a
Wait.
3-hour show.
okay, I'm just making sure. So we're voting for number 1, not number
Only
2.
for number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's between Cheers and MASH.
Kearns, I'm looking right at you.
I've never had an easier decision in my life.
This is so easy. I think this might be unanimous.
Is it gonna be Yeah,
No, it won't. I guarantee Sandy and Kearns they were not born in the same decade, but they act like they were. This is going to be their instinct.
Whoa.
Chris, what do you have for number 1?
Starts with my first 2 letters. Cheers.
Your initials? What they're called?
There's a weird connection actually.
Brooklyn, what do you
It's
have
still
for 1?
it's still not MASH. It's Cheers.
Cody, what do you have at 1?
I feel like I would get rid of my fandom if I didn't vote for this. So it's the bar in Boston. Cheers.
Matt, what do you have for number 1?
Cody, I bet you're gonna feel pretty stupid because I have Cheers.
Cody got
I like
burned.
Kearns a little bit more now.
Cheers makes number 1, but Sandy, what did you have?
And I'm just going to be true to me. So I knew it was going to be Cheers, but MASH is the better theme song.
Wow.
I actually think Cheers is better than MASH, but MASH is pretty good, so I like both of them. So
God,
Cheers
this order
makes
is
number 1, MASH makes number 2.
Dear God, this list.
this list. This MASH. Oh my God! If you're looking at the stream, you see the list right now. What got denied? Knight Rider, Frasier, Honky Tonk Woman, not Honky Tonk Woman.
Hockey Night in
Hockey
Canada.
Night in Canada.
American
Hockey
monkeys.
Night in Canada.
The Incredible Hulk, Pokemon, Addams Family, Moonlighting, Batman 69, Full House, and Hot
66.
Springs. 66. Hot House,
Also,
Full House, and Hot
Who's the
Springs
boss?
Hotel.
Not included on the denied list. But
What is
thanks.
that?
Who's the boss?
Oh, who's the boss of
that.
Game of
Game-
Thrones.
Game of
Game
Thrones.
of Thrones?
Yeah.
Clark, you really failed.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
I'm not doing my job.
No.
I heard you
Anyway,
here.
our top 12 TV show themes are: at number 12, we've got Cops. At number 11, we've got Golden Girls. At number 10, we're Justice League Unlimited. At number 9, we had The Simpsons. At number 8, we had The A-Team. At number 7, we had The Jeffersons.
Oh.
At number 6, completing our segment of shows that start with the word The Muppet Show. At number 5, we've got Mission Impossible. At number 4, we've got Power Rangers.
Yay.
At number 3, we've got Fresh Prince. At number 2, we've got MASH. And at number 1, we've got Cheers.
Yay.
It's definitely a great list of theme songs. It's definitely a lot different to the one to the theme song.
Oh God.
X-Men got robbed. I know the chat.
X-Men got robbed. Tales got robbed. Simpsons is way
So did tossed
too
salad
low.
and scrambled eggs. That got
Guys,
robbed.
listen, here's the thing. I think after all is said and done, most of us aren't friends anymore.
Oh, we're terrible.
I love
I
you
think
all.
I think
I
Matt
have
regrets hiring Cody.
I have no hard feelings about anybody's picks.
Well,
Nixed
thing-
all of my picks.
First
I
thing,
had
I
only
would
got one.
hire
I had
Cody.
to save my
First
last
thing.
one. So I still love you all. I love everybody. I love doing this stuff.
Oh, it's great.
I
It's fun.
peek
Well,
into
I'm
the minds of all of you guys
I
out
don't
there.
like any of you.
I know
Yeah.
Cody is angry, and it's okay.
What is Cody
He's a
not
Red-
angry?
Okay.
Cody, you have two
He's a Red
other
Sox fan,
Americans
so I
on
mean,
this.
you know.
To be fair, I'm a very passionate person. I'm thankful to be a part of Take 3. What everybody in the
Oh, it
chat
was
doesn't
great.
realize, as soon as we
For the
go
next 6
offline,
minutes.
I will no longer be a member of Take 3. But that's okay,
Listen,
because you know what?
listen. If
hate
Hot
you all.
Takes got you kicked off of Take 3, I would have been gone from day one, and I'm the oldest member of Take 3. So
Then
what
I'm
can I
safe,
tell you?
and you will
Yeah.
see me on
You
Wednesday.
are safe, my friend.
It's
Safe.
fine.
Anyway, this just shows that no matter how many times you do a TV theme list, you're not going to get the same list. Because I did one on my channel with me, Jeremy Adams, and Madi Raymond, and that did not look anything like this. I think Simpsons ended up higher on that one, but yeah. Anyway, Brooklyn, where can people find you online?
You can find me tomorrow on Jukebox Trivia right here on Take 3, where we do the third dance-off. Cody Newberry taking on Jeff Faru, which should be an entertaining match. And on Thursday, doing the Late Night Take 3 show live every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This week we're talking about the greatest animated TV series with the 5th season of BoJack Horseman. So you're going to be hearing Simpsons there.
Sandy, where can people find you online?
Oh, everybody can find me at here at Take 3, doing reactions and things like late night with Mr. Brooklyn Vale up there. You can also find me at Full Metal Media, where tomorrow afternoon we've got the two people up on the top of my screen. Brooklyn Vale and Cody Newberry are going to go at it tomorrow in a regular Full Metal trivia match. You can also find me playing and hosting at Worldwide Movie Games and on Facebook and Twitter all over the place at srobinson1799. Thanks so much.
Matt, where can people find you online?
You guys, as always, can find me at Kearns_Matthew on Twitter, Matt Moves 6on YouTube, and right here hosting Second Look, and pretty soon with Sandy. Don't worry, I'll get you to train to plug this. Rhyme and Reason, the new podcast that me and Sandy are going to be doing. 18 will be discussed, of course, because it's amazing. It's ranked way too low on this list. I love and hate all of you at this moment.
And Cody, where can people find you online?
It's crazy. It's kind of like they left the back door open, and I snuck my way in. You can find me here on Take 3. On Wednesdays, me, Robert, and Linus are going to do Infinity War. So please check it out. Join the
Yes.
chat. We will be actively checking the chat during the video and talking about the movie that has pretty much been fantastic. I guess you can find me doing more things on Take 3. There might be a rant segment at some point, who knows, on late night, or I might discuss the news of anger. I don't know. But
You also have a championship to defend?
I have a championship on late night. I'm going to lose that because now Brooklyn's in charge of questions, so I'm going to get very, very hard questions. And yeah, so I'll pop up over here now. I'm playing in Full Metal tomorrow. An early match, which is fantastic in this community. No one realizes how excited I am that I get to play at 2 o'clock. And you can all me on Brooklyn Jukebox. I am battling Jeff Varhu, and he has terrible picks, so I'm going to annihilate him. And I'm looking for a second championship.
And Chris, where can people find you online?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ChrisClark8788. Those numbers mean nothing. Every Friday, once a month, Schmodown Rundown, the official after show for the movie trivia Schmodown, will be live. Otherwise, it will be uploaded every Saturday on the Collider Podcast Network. Also, make sure to check out once a month for the Schmodown Trivia Schmodown. How well do you know the Schmodown? That's up to you to decide. It's a Schmodown on the Schmodown. And also, make sure to donate, if you can, to the Schmodown Patreon at patreon.com/Schmodown. It helps a lot of things for that, and Schmodown is the bread and butter of this channel. Our relationship with them and what we do has been like look, all these guys up here love the Schmodown. It brought us all together, so make sure to, if you can, even $1 helps that show thrive. So yep, and bada bing bada boom, we are all connected.
I love it so much. I host a show about it that I forgot to mention.
Oh yes, the
summit.
Also...
Would you guys listen? This is big. Sorry, quick plug here, but tomorrow our 50th episode of the Reactor Summit drops, and you thought the lineup for the Rundowns 100th episode was amazing? Wait until you look. Let me just throw some names out here: Guy, Roca, Bateman, Riley, Dagnino, Harloff, Ellis, Summers. All names that could possibly show up. Again, the operative word here is could, not will.
Yeah.
Well, one guy might.
Well done.
Love it.
Go for it, Malcolm.
But we get off
and you can find me on Take 3 hosting Rankum every week, and this time I'm actually not going to put a poll up, as I decided this one's been. I've put this one in the poll so many times. I hinted it on late night last time, and it's a certain panelist's birthday next week. I'm going to make it top 10 Simpsons characters next week. So.
Kermit the Frog here. So happy.
Leave that to me.
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
I just love the fact that as soon as I said Simpsons, Chris went straight to Kermit the Frog. But yeah, I mean, I will put up the poll with all the TV show themes that made it on tomorrow, and you can vote on what order you think they should have been in. There's definitely a lot of themes, and I might actually do some more lists for this, because I think I can now make other lists out of this, because I think top 10 superhero TV themes could be definitely one. Animated TV show themes could be another, so I might do those as well. But yeah, and you can also find me on Twitter, Letterboxd, and Stardust at Malcolm.
Cool, awesome, and we are gonna go off live in 3, 2, 1.